You. What up, Fight World? It's your boy. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can anybody hear me? Oh man. LJ Fighter was good. Was Gucci. Never mind. They did that sweater. We ain't saying no. Was Gucci right now. Man, third time's a charm. We'll see if this stream works. They was hating heavy. They was hating steady. Hurricane Katrina, they tried to break the levee. They was hating on my last streams. I ain't changed nothing. That's YouTube. I got all new equipment. There's no reason for none of this. Shout out to Mike B. I'm Mike B, the one that put the satin on your... Because we're the freaks of the industry. Freaks of the industry. Jonathan, hashtag boxing. Let's talk about it. Man, we went through it trying to get this stream out. They didn't want to let us live. They didn't want to let us... Hold on, y'all. I gotta wait for people to come back. We gonna talk about it though. Yeah, we gonna talk up on this stream about it. We ain't gonna talk about it, be about it. We about to talk up on this stream about it. We ain't gonna talk about it, be about it. Let's do the Boxingego roll call. Don't talk about it, be about it. I'm from the Bay where we see about it. Let's get it. Hey, we gonna talk about it. Talk about it, be about it. Make the news, you gonna read about it. New media. We gonna talk about it, be about it. I said don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Man, it took a minute. This is just funny. It took a lot for me to bring this. Hey, shout out to Daniel Hayes for the realness. This is what we got over here. First of all, Triple G fighting Bakery Rolls or whatever the fuck his name is. And now all of a sudden, ever since he took 1 L, he don't speak English. Shout out to Daniel Hayes for the point out. That's what I'm saying. He gonna sign the DAZN and have it written in his contract. He don't have to do English interviews. Nah, bro. Before your English was cool. He had Canelo, his chin, his muscles. Now all of a sudden you lose 1 fight, and now you don't speak English. All right, G. What? That's like when the policia pull you over, you're like, me no speaking English. I don't understand what you saying. That's what Triple G, he lost. Canelo beat the English out of him. He beat the linguistics out of him and shit. Triple G was saying all this Mexican style and all this. Now he don't speak English style. All right. Triple G wants wise fights. He did not say that. I didn't even watch that. I didn't even know it was going on. They should have did that at a bakery. Steve Rolls versus Triple G had the press conference at a goddamn bakery. You know, I would have got me an apple fritter and just listen to what they was talking about. Hey, that shit looked dry. I'm just being real. It looked dry, bro. And see, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, everything runs through new media. Death Row East. Do you believe in God? Then believe in Boxingego, new media, and believe in it. Death Row East. New media, we about to start printing our own money. I told you, we the motherfucking mob. We control the narrative in boxing. Everything comes through us right here in America. Believe you me. This is not a game. We only getting stronger, and we crushing all these lames. I promise you that. I told you guys. These companies are going to learn sooner than later to start. You know, you could get, it's your money. You can pay who you want to pay. But you're going to have to, if you want us to pay into what you got going on, you're going to have to spread this love. They want to focus on nothing but non-Americans and then sell it to us. And a lot of the guys that they're picking, they don't really even have like personality. Like, I give it to Conor McGregor because Conor McGregor, when in Rome, do as Romans do. Conor acts like an American. We're assholes. Conor McGregor fits right in, you know. I don't know what you're thinking. Fuck the Mayweather, you know, all that. He fits right in. You know, he's kind of culture vulture, adapted and adopted some of the, you know, the culture, coming out to Biggie songs and stuff like that. Triple G don't be doing none of that. You know, he don't make it interesting. So not only, like, the reason I'm saying this is because not only are you fighting a guy nobody asked for, it's not even entertaining. Like the press conference, like whether you like Mayweather or McGregor, this shit was fun. You know, both the fight and the build up for the fight. You know, you're 40 years old with it. He said, Conor said, you 40 years old with a backpack. You can't read. And Mayweather throwing money. You work at Girl Collection now. Motherfucker, I'm rich. And he started making it rain on Conor. That shit was fun. That Triple G shit versus Rolls press conference, that shit was a dub. If you watch on DAZN, they burned in like a Triple G Rolls like banner on the screen. It was like on-screen broadcast package graphics or whatever. So you couldn't see how empty it looked, you know, because it looked like empty in the press section. It looked empty, and they put this big ass Triple G Rolls graphic right there, and it didn't move. Cause I don't think they want you to see how empty it looked. That shit looked dry. That shit looked Canada dry, ginger ale, and he from Canada. That shit look Canada dry. And you know, I'm not even going in on Steve Rolls. This is an opportunity for him, just like Michael Hunter. You know, if he gets the AJ fight, I'm not mad at them. You know, they doing what they supposed to be doing. But it's Triple G's fault. It's Triple G's team's fault. It's DAZN's fault because they know better than to put on a match like this. They're like, come on, bro. And then the dude is supposed to be a super middleweight, right? Peep this. He's supposed to be a super middleweight. Triple G looked bigger than him. They say Triple G is small middleweight. This dude supposedly was fighting at super middleweight. Triple G looked bigger. So I'm like, huh? I know he don't look bigger than Andre SOG Ward. That's my guy. Shout out to this Bay shit. Bay business. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I know Triple G wouldn't look like that next to my dude Badu Jack. You know what I'm saying? So on top of everything no one asked for this fight, on top of nobody really knows the guy, on top of him not having a resume, on top of him never competing in a 12-rounder and he's 35 years old, on top of he's only had one 10-rounder in his whole career and he's 35 years old, on top of all that, he's allegedly a super middleweight, and Triple G looked bigger. He looked bigger than him at middleweight, and they're fighting at a catchweight. Man, listen, I'm not, like, you know, I might not even cover it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch it. If I promise you, because my boys been wanting to get together and have a barbecue. If they want to get together on that date and I can't provide coverage and do the post fight, then I'm gonna do that. Cause I'm not gonna, like, I'm done. I'm done with this type of stuff. Like, I dedicate my whole like career to covering boxing, giving the utmost shine, utmost respect for the fighters. You know, put my social life on a back burner to build my empire, and then this is what you feed me. You know, so like when it gets to this, I might just get to the point where I just like, you know, I'll cover the, you know, necessary fights. This is an unnecessary fight to me. So if anything comes up, if somebody want to go to Hooters, if they want to go to the bowling alley, if I get invited to a baby shower, a bar mitzvah, if I get invited to, you know, a wedding reception, and, you know, if I have to deliver a eulogy to some motherfucker, bro, I'm doing that over Triple G fight. You know, if somebody wants to invite me to a quinceañera, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go to the quinceañera because I know they got bomb ass food. So I'm going to be at the quinceanera. I am not spending time out of my day unless I don't have anything to do. I have no plans. You know what I'm saying? If I get free tickets to be on Maury Povich in the crowd to, for a paternity test episode, I'm going to that. I promise you, unless I don't have anything else to do, I am not going to sit at home and watch that unless this is what I'm talking about. People hit me up all the time. Weekends aren't good for me because I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for my family. I'm covering boxing. So I always put boxing in the forefront. Like I always, I don't even go out on the weekends like I used to because I'm just growing the brand, trying to get back to the game. And it's been popping, so there's a lot of fights. But I promise you, with this fight, this Steve Rose shit, if anybody has something they want me to do, like, hey, I'm about to have a pillow fight at my house, then I'm going to that. I'm like, oh shit, pillow fight. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not staying home and curving like women and shit like that to watch this. Again, I'll watch it if I have nothing to do. So if you see me report on it and do a live commentary, then that means I didn't have any plans. But I always do that. I always sacrifice for boxing. I do this all by myself, out-of-pocket expenses. Like I said, I'm not doing that for this fight because this doesn't even really mean nothing. And I know what they're trying to do. They're hoping Canelo wins, and if Triple G gets past this guy, which he should because no one knows anything, and then motherfuckers is trying to make excuses because he had Kronk Gym gear on. Shout out to Detroit. Rest in peace to Emmanuel Stewart. I don't even know. Did he even know Emmanuel Stewart? I don't know. I don't know his background. So I don't know if he went to the Kronk Gym, and was co-signed by Emmanuel Stewart. I don't really know much about Duke. But that don't, just because you have Kronk Gym gear, that don't, what does that mean? That don't mean you were the right pick. Ego will help put the transmission in that truck on that Saturday. Man, anything, bro. If my homies say, hey, we playing a game of hide and seek, I'll be like, oh shit, count me in. I'll be playing freeze tag and shit, hide and seek. If anything comes up, I'm not doing it because, bro, I give so much to this game. So much. So I'm gonna be playing that game of hide and seek. I'm not gonna prioritize fights like this. I gotta stop doing that. Because I be sitting up here and like, what am I watching, bro? Let's go to midget strip club. Yep, count me in. I seen one where the midget ran full speed and jumped on the dude, and he was like, oh shit, and he backed off. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but small person. What they call we people? Small person, little, or whatever. I don't know the politically correct thing to call. Yeah, I might bag me a wee person, small person, whatever, small world, small wonder, whatever I'm supposed to be saying. Little people, all right, for sure. Yeah, I might lead the club or something. Man, I'm trying to. She said she was from up back. I ain't never had that. She said she do a little something strange for a little piece of change. Get it, little piece of change. She said she'll do something strange for a little piece of change. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking. Nah, them little people, the women be like, they be rotund a little bit. They had like a little bit of rump, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bite size. You looking, you know what I'm saying? I've been seeing some cool ones on the gram. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. I'd rather Netflix and chill. Cause I like that. I like when a girl's like lightweight, like small in stature, not like little girl. I'm talking about like small, like short, like 5 foot. She like 5 foot and shit. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Cause they be having the little short girls be having that little attitude. They be like 4'11", 5 foot, 5'1", with WNBA player size attitudes and shit. Like, shut your little ass up, you little cute ass, little bite size, little fun size ass. What the fuck? I'm gonna call you Junior because you looking. Never mind. Let me stop. But he said that Napoleon complex. That might be it. It might be something like that. That man said Chihuahua. Hey, yo, wildin' in the smash the like button before because they started wildin', bro. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna see National Choir, Boxingego dating the little people, a little woman, little women, whatever. You're gonna see that instead of watching Golovkin Rolls, man. I'm about to. Do they have that? Like, you know how Floyd got the girl collection? Do they have like the tater thought collection? Little tater thoughts. Them little tater thoughts they be lightweight thick these days. Them little tater thoughts, they be dip your ass in ketchup. Little tater thought. Yeah, man, little short girls be having attitude and shit. Random question, Cassidy or Goods? I'm rocking with Cassidy. I don't like how they disrespecting Cass. They making it like he's going against battle rap. Listen, I posted this on Twitter earlier. Cassidy, he helped pioneer battle rap. He didn't create battle rap. Battle rap was, alive and well before him. But you got to look at it. Jay-Z and DMX battled, but it wasn't on tape like that. There's like a little backstage with them ciphering. That's not it. They actually battled for hours, and motherfuckers didn't record it all. Or, the tape, we ain't never seen these tapes and shit. So, Eminem, he had some classic battles. Some of them are out, like him versus Juice and shit. But the quality is bad, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't have all of his battles, you know what I'm saying? Because of where technology was. Cassidy came in at a perfect time where, he was repping the Rough Rider shit. The Rock was popping. Hip-hop was alive and well. And it was two industry dudes battling each other that were known about. Hova was there, and Swizz Beats and shit. And that was really the battle rap. That was before URL and Smack and, these different leagues. So people, they really should pay homage because Cassidy is one of the people that pioneered. Because the only people that don't know this are people who maybe grew up, they're like young. So they were too young to remember, or they weren't born yet or something. But that shit, the Cassidy Freeway shit was buzzed about heavily in hip hop at that time, because that was a battle rap, like I said, with two industry names. So that really opened the floodgates for future things like, Grind Time and URL and all this shit. And Smack, he used to do the DVDs and Cassidy was on them and he was dissing Mook and shit. So Cassidy really pioneered the wave for that. The block pop with strips got a fistful. When I start sparking, they be barking like pit bulls. Matter of fact, Rottweilers when I let them shots holler. I'm still on the block, holla. He was killing. He said, rocks got a fistful. When I start sparking, they be barking like pit bulls. Matter of fact, Rottweilers when I let them shots holla. Still on my holla. He was killing. He said, I got sense. That's why I got dollars. I'm old school. I'm old school like my pop father. He was killing. He said, I'm too raw to rap version of Bernard Hopkins. Hey, he was killing. And B-Hop from Philly, and he from Philly, so that just made that bar even harder. Murder Mook, you murdering who? You trash, you couldn't murder the booth. Ooh. I don't remember Cass saying that, but Cass had bars. Hey, you had to listen to his old, when he was like young, he was biting people's head off, and he was on them Hot 97s and shit. Cass was like, he said, something in the street, you fools, smell the rocks that I'm cooking. They ain't wrestling moves. That shit was, that man said, he said, smell the rocks that I'm cooking. They ain't wrestling moves. I was like, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He was, bruh, Cass was, he's like, in the white, how I made Lucci. Them big rocks got him like Chris Rock when he played Pookie. My strip popping. He was killing. Cass be killing. Y'all sleep. Cass be killing with the bar. He been nice with the bars. He said, man, I stand on your roof like Santa Claus, pop you and watch you die like Anna Ross. That man said, I'll stand on your roof like Santa Claus, pop you and watch you die like Anna Ross, Diana Ross. Bars. Cass was busted. Y'all sleep though. That man said, man, I stand on your roof like Santa Claus, pop you and watch you die like Anna Ross. He said, what did he say? Oh my gosh. He said, I want to make this known. If I don't blow, fuck it. I got ounces of dro that go for 400. When the coke coming, I'm on the block all night with rocks of the white that sound like Monopoly dice. That man was killing. He said, and if your watch look nice, then the cannon in your ribs, I'll make you strip naked like D'Angelo did. He said, I get more bread than you, get more head than you. I do shit you scared to do. Stop the tape and turn the goddamn cameras off. The 8 will lift your chest like my grandma, bro. Hey, he was killing. Hey, Cass was killing. He said, stop the tape and turn the goddamn cameras off. The 8 will lift your chest like my grandma, bro. I stand on your roof like Santa Claus, pop you, and watch you die like Anna Ross. That man was killing. Hey, Cass got bars. He gonna have bars for Goods. Goods got swag more than he has bars, I say. Like, Goods be saying some cool, clever bars, but Cass got bars. I never heard E40 do some raw freestyling. He already told you don't listen to E40. He said, I don't do freestyle, I do pay style. So you late on the drip. E40, he a hustler, bro. E40 been out longer than all these dudes. He been out since the 80s and don't get his respect. Walk up in the AM, talked about my crate. Gotta take a shit, dump it in the radio. Gennady Golovkin, he gonna fight Steve Rolls. He came straight about the bakery. Steve Rolls, he got them jelly rolls straight up out the bakery. Who the fuck is Steve Rolls, bro? No, real talk. Who's Steve Rolls? Man, Triple G trying to steamroll Steve Rolls. Who is Steve Rolls? He said, listen, he said, I'm not a tune-up. No disrespect to him, but nobody knows you. Like, no, if you're not a tune-up, like, see, this is the thing. I want to see people like ascend and like climb up the charts. You get what I'm saying? Triple G just picked a random name out of, you know what I'm saying? He just name out of a hat type. Like, and it's not even a name we know. Like, it was just a grip of names in a hat, and Triple G hat and all guy, he just reached his hand into a hat. Oh, Bushwick Bill, okay. I was fighting Bushwick Bill. He just pick somebody. You just pick whoever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, me, I would like to have seen Steve Rolls, like, fight on a Triple G undercard, you know? Like, beat a David Lemieux or some shit, or, you know, he's moving up to 168. I know he's injured, but you get what I'm saying? I haven't even seen that. So why would I? David Lemieux's from Canada, moving up to 168, and Triple G and Steve Rolls was fighting at 168. So I really feel like it's just like when the daring to be great and all this shit. I would have preferred, I told you from the get-go, I would have preferred Mikey Garcia fought Lomachenko. They were in the same weight class with 2 belts apiece. Boom. Like, you didn't acclimate to the division. You didn't do nothing. You just moved up to 47 and fought one of the best there, if not the best there. Sound like Triple G picked the name out of a cookbook. You're like, today on Phil LaGreco's YouTube cooking, we're gonna be making these delicious Steve Rolls. You know, it's our take on the popular monkey pull-apart bread. Steve Rolls, man. Come on, bro. Triple G don't care, bro. He just trying to fight whoever. Put his name in the hat. Oh shit, I'm fighting Ray Finkel. Like Ray Finkel? Who's Ray Finkel? From Ace Ventura? No, guys, hand laces out. Like, what you talking about? Laces out? Ray Finkel? Ray Finkel? Finkel? This man fighting Ray Finkel, dog. Laces out. He don't even care, bro. And then got the nerve to still want to fight Canelo. Man, Canelo, dog, if you ever hear this, please. I was born ready too. Please listen to me, Canelo. Or Reynoso's Chepo, Eddie Reynoso, one of y'all, Ryan Garcia, somebody. Please get this message to Canelo. He said Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Listen, if anybody ever, Canelo, don't budge. If you beat Daniel Jacobs, don't budge. Do what's right for your career and your legacy. Don't budge and give someone an opportunity, but everybody else gotta earn their keep. And Triple G get to have a lukewarm, stay warm, stay ready incubator fight. Nah, that's not, bro. That's not fair. You know, that's not fair one bit. You know, man, Shakur Stevenson fought somebody who was tougher in his division, and he's a silver medalist like Golovkin, but he's like 22. He just fought Chris Diaz and destroyed him. So he's taking young risks. This man got a handful of fights out the Olympics, and it's only 22 years to Golovkin's 37 years. They both got the same type of medal in the Olympics, different years. And Shakur Stevenson dominated Christopher Pitbull Diaz, and that was supposed to be a dangerous fight. You know, Shakur he's nice with it. That puts me in the mindset of Terrence Crawford. When Crawford, a lot of people didn't know about him. His manager at the time, I don't know if it's still his manager, Cameron Duncan, told him not to fight against Bradis Prescott because it was last minute, and he would have had to move up a weight class from where he was at the time. And Crawford, being the competitor he is, he's like, nah, last minute, I'm ready. You know, I'm in shape. I can make the weight, make the fight. And it's been on and popping for Terrence Crawford ever since. People discouraged him, told him not to take that risk. He took it, and that was a statement win against a guy who leveled Amir Khan in one round. It gave Mike Alvarado a very tough fight. Crawford dogged him. Bradis Prescott was so frustrated in that fight. And then it's been rocking for Terrence Crawford ever since. You dig? Shakur Stevenson, his win puts me in that. You know, Bob Arum even said, like, he didn't necessarily want Shakur to do that right away, but he was confident. And then Shakur showed you why he wanted that. He's like, I know I could beat this dude. This dude, that didn't even look like he busted a real sweat. He easily did and controlled the pace. Meanwhile, Triple G's 37 years old, fighting Ernest Goes to Camp and shit. Jim Varney. Remember them Ernest movies? Ernest Scary Halloween and shit, bro. This man fighting Ernest Scared Stupid. This motherfucker gonna fight Airbud next. Remember that dog? Remember Airbud, the golden retriever? He was playing basketball. I don't think they did a boxing one yet. He was playing football, basketball. So the next one for Airbud is gonna be Airbud versus Golovkin. Airbud boxes out this motherfucker. Yeah, Ernest Goes to Camp and shit. What do you mean, Verney? I don't get that. That's the actor's name, Jim Varney, not Verney. Ernest Goes to Jail. Triple G need to go to jail, bro. They trying to put him in with guys that he can try to manslaughter. He need to go to jail. Listen, there's no shame. There's no shame in it. Triple G was trying to fight Jaime Munguia, who even as a champion shows defensive flaws that he needs to improve on because he really lost to that Australian cat, Dennis Hogan. You know, Hulk Hogan's nephew and shit. And Triple G was trying to cherry pick him before he was even a champion, before even anyone knew who he was, move him up from 54 to 60. The Nevada State Athletic Commission was like, pump the brakes. We not authorizing that. Then he moved and took the fight to California and fought Vanes Matarosin. It's like, listen, Once again, now you guys see it. This is what they do to black fighters. Black and brown fighters, especially black fighters. Black fighters just got to go through the ringer, Game of Thrones, fight whoever the fuck. You know, Russell Crowe gladiator shit. Meanwhile, they have the Tyson Fury, Tom Schwartz, and no critique on that. Lomachenko versus Anthony Corolla, no pressure, critique to fight Teofimo. Triple G versus Steve Rolls, a guy that nobody's ever even heard of like that. No pressure, no critiques. But if Charlo fights Brandon Adams or a late replacement because a guy failed a drug test, then it's like, oh, the Black Channel, why would Charlo choose Korobov? He already lost to Andy Lee. Well, I would rather lose to Andy Lee, who I know, than have an undefeated record like Steve Rolls, but I don't know any of his opponents. I don't know you beat, I don't know you lost to. I don't know you beat, I don't know you lost to. I don't know any of Steve Rolls' opponents. Classify, block him. Block him. Get him the fuck up out of here. He's saying victim mentality. So once again, we don't believe you unless you're willing to man up and explain what I said that you disagree with. We're not fucking with you. We've already been down this road. They say, oh, you're lying. Oh, you're pulling the race card. But they can't tell me how I'm wrong. Clapped. Oh my gosh. Clapped. We don't believe you. You need more people. Nobody believes you unless you're trying to sit up here and explain how what I'm saying is wrong. And it's funny. They say, oh, Igor, you're pulling the race card. But Bob Arum just accused Al Heyman after the Crawford Khan fight of dissuading or persuading Errol Spence not to take the Crawford fight because he's a white promoter. So where's the race card in that? Bob Arum is a white male, Jewish male, and he's saying the only reason Arum is not getting a fight or whatever, Spence is not going to fight Crawford next, is because he's being brainwashed into not fighting because he's a white promoter. And there's no proof to that. Al Heyman has tons of diversity at his events. I'm there. I've seen it. I know some of the people. I'm not going to laundry list everybody, but go to an Al Heyman event and there's tons of diversity. You see people of color, you see white people, you see, biracial people, you see light skin, dark skin, you see different shit. So he has probably the most diversity out of all the major promoters in America. So what is he talking about? But when I say something that they can't refute, I'm playing the race card. You see how that works? Oh, you have a victim mentality. Blacks just cry. But they won't prove me wrong. I'm proving Bob Arum wrong. He says he's not getting the Crawford fight with Spence because he's a white promoter. Based on what? He has Lou DiBella, who's one of his frequent collaborators that promotes a lot of his events. DiBella might be doing Brazil versus Wilder. So what is this based on? Wilder's co-manager is Shelly Finkel, who works closely and was, one of the people in representation when Wilder went to talk to DAZN. So how do you don't work with white people? Tom Brown is white. Brittany Goosen is white. So, again, I told you, old media wants to be like new media so bad, but they can't because the stuff they're saying, there's no real basis to it. There's no basis to it. They're saying it to try to I don't know, reverse racist. I don't know what the fuck the reason they're saying it, to make people, to persuade the public is something else than what it really is. I already told you why I believe PBC, and it makes perfect sense, would pursue other options outside of Crawford right now. Makes all the sense in the world. It doesn't make sense if you don't want to hear it. I've already explained this to you. Let's talk about it. But first, let me get to this bag. That's what I do well. Get to this bag because I mind my own fucking business and talk this new media shit, Digital Mob, MOB, money on top of boxing. He said, Airbud, I'm weak. Triple G definitely not trying to take on real comp. Ego seen all the moves. Man, he about to fight Airbud. That's just what it is. That golden retriever. Shout out to Airbud. Airbud in 6. Anyway, appreciate you for the super chat. Real brother, exactly. He said, old media is panic, bro. I see it. I know. They have no representation. They have nobody. There is nobody in old media doing better than me when it comes to reporting boxing, talking about boxing, whatever you want to bet. Money, there's nobody. There's not one person. Respect amongst fans, you know, innovating, being copied because you're a creator and innovator. There's nobody. So they don't even know how to act. Hey, real brother, why'd you block Bolus? Why'd you block him? I don't think he did anything crazy. You should unblock him, real brother, because I mean he just spoke an opinion on something. Triple G versus Kurt Angle, you know, in September. Yeah, Terrence Bud Crawford, he raw with that ambidextrous stuff. He really is. Man, see, we gotta stay focused. There's so much I want to talk about. It's like a lot of stuff going on right now. Let me finish this Crawford stuff. Crawford Spence. Crawford is a fucking beast. He's an animal. Love him. Great skills. Pound for pound #1. All that. You know, I like him. But like I said, being real, PBC is positioning Errol Spence for superstardom. Bob Arum can't stop that. He can tell people, listen, anytime you have to tell people to outright not support the competition is usually a sign of intimidation or some level of fear. Because why would you tell somebody just to outright, you know, throw the whole blame on someone else in a situation that would require 2 people coming to the table on a pay-per-view and then just tell people to stop purchase? You know, that's like the people that say, why do you even super chat, Ego? Why you care? You know, out of all the stuff we talk about and what's going on, we're here to talk boxing. You're mad because people are donating their money. You know, so I'm just telling you, when people pocket watch and shit like that, that tells you where their head is at. Because out of all the content and opinions and different stuff I give regarding boxing, you're focused on people spending their money. Oh, Ego, he's a beggar. He's homeless. Why do you care? All right, I'm homeless. Cool. Why you care about my money? Why you care about the super chats? No reason. You should care about your weak ass bank account. You know what I'm saying? And your overdraft fees. You better fuck around and get overdraft protection, because them fees be adding up. You know, oh, I thought the money was in there. I didn't know the check was going to bounce, dude. Yeah, wait till you have to pay them overdraft fees, motherfucker. They going to charge you like $29, $35 and shit. You better put some money in that account, you dirt bags. Hey, tell these dirt bags, they say they better put some money in that motherfucker. Hey, they better put some money in that checking account. Hey, you got to put some money in that checking account. The bank want their money. Hey, you better get the bank their money. They ain't going to just float you. Nah, we ain't waiting. You know, you better mow some lawns or something. Put that money in that bank. Like Nipsey said, we on some bullshit. I don't even need an ID at my bank. I don't even need an ID at my bank. Like, what y'all talking about? Y'all talking to the Don. Y'all talking to the boss. Rest in peace, Nipsey. I don't even need an ID at my bank. It's 80-something degrees in LA. Let's put some jet skis on that lake. I don't even need an ID at my bank. Like, I don't even need an ID at my bank. Fuck is you talking about? Rest in peace to Nip, man. Hustle and motivate. Man, we trying to hustle the Hova way. Let's get it. Oh, my gosh. Rest in peace to Nip. Neighborhood Nip Crip. The world would be a better place if niggas just mind their own business. Big facts. Big facts. That's what I'm saying. Everybody worry about what the next person is doing. Worry about you and them overdraft fees. You know, worry about, you know, putting the money back in your account so the bank can stop charging you and shit. Shout out to West Side. You know, I had to put it on for the West Side. I told you I got California I've been telling you I put California on my back. It's okay. We got a new channel member. He goes by the name of Cursor. Long time frequent collaborator. Sexual chocolate, everybody. Sexual chocolate. I need some claps for my man Cursor. We got members like Costco. It's 80 something degrees in the lake. Let's put some jet skis on the lake. I don't even need an ID at my bank. Let's get it. So, anyway, the Crawford Spence, this shit is not going to happen next. You guys can kick, scream, cry, play the blame game, dumb shit. But how you playing the blame game? We already knew that Errol Spence was in negotiations with Porter. Regardless of if Crawford stopped Khan, if Khan quit. We already knew that. Like I said, boxing media and boxing fans like to play dumb. Dumb, da-dum, dumb. They like to play dumb. So when Errol Spence and Porter is announced, which we've heard the rumblings for weeks and months now, they're going to be like, oh, why is he not fighting Crawford? It's too predictable. Like, y'all got to flip this. If y'all ever want to come close to new media, you gotta flip the script. Like, it's the same movie. It's the same movie over and over and over again. Like, that's what differentiates like a good like horror movie or a good like mystery suspense movie, is when you can't just predict the ending. Old media is so weak and unoriginal. We just keep predicting the ending. That's why we just keep living like kings and queens. You know, on that Kevin James shit, we living like kings and queens, bars. You know, because we call it, and they're getting far too predictable. And now that they're becoming desperate, they're getting even more predictable. You know, switch up the script. There's never any plot twist with them. It's never like, look at how many things I got right. I said Dillian White's not going to fight Luis Ortiz for his last two fights. Eddie Hearn just said 2 weeks ago at the Lomachenko fight, oh, Dillian White will fight Luis Ortiz. Dillian White will fight him. Look on Twitter. Dillian White will be facing Oscar Rivas at the O2 Arena. I keep getting it right. New media keeps getting it right. I told you Luis Ortiz wasn't going to fight Joshua. He picks Gerald Miller. Y'all just keep letting me get it right. I told you Mikey wasn't going to beat Errol. I told you Adrian Granados wasn't going to beat Danny. And there were people who were really saying that Granados could beat Danny and he was washed and this, and you know, Errol Spence is overrated and Mikey's stronger and smarter. Yeah, like how many things do I have to get right for new media in Eagles Army to get respect? Like, real talk. Like, we just keep getting it right. Meanwhile, old media is becoming more and more predictable. You know, like I said, people are playing dumb with this Crawford Spence. I get it. You want to see Crawford Spence. We all do. But you know it ain't happening next. We had already heard about the Porter fight. They've already been building that. You know, Errol Spence talking about, oh, Sean Porter, he can't sell a family dinner. You know, it's been building. So when the fight gets announced from PBC and it's on pay-per-view, you're going to hear weak-ass old media, oh, I'm not paying pay-per-view for this. Why is he not fighting Crawford? Oh, Errol Spence. Why? Stop. How is it that before the fight's even announced, I could predict where they're going to go with it? Easily. Oh, this is an outrage. Why? The black channels. Why doesn't Errol Spence want to fight against Terrence Crawford? You know, just because Bob Arum running around saying this and scaring white folk, talking about like he don't want to work because he's a white promoter, and you know, making your fears and inhibitions of a black militant panther or whatever you think Al Heyman is, which is crazy considering the diversity in his staff, but whatever. And then people are going to try to create this narrative. Meanwhile, we got some real life fucking issues. If anybody thinks that Steve Rolls versus Golovkin is a more meaningful fight in its division than Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, they should be slapped with baby powder. They should be slapped. Because there's no way you could convince me that a made-up division and a catchweight fight with a guy who's unheralded, unknown in America, like Steve Rolls, means more to the middleweight division, even though it's not even taking place technically at the middleweight division. It's at 164 at a catchweight, than Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, right? If anyone believes that Errol Spence versus Sean Porter is a less meaningful fight than Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz, you should be slapped with baby powder. But again, this is what old media decides to get outraged about. Shit like that. So you're more mad at a unification between two known top welterweights to help sift through and consolidate the champions at welterweight. That angers you. But Wilder Fury being intercepted by ESPN and Top Rank, and then Tyson Fury, lying, saying he won 10 rounds to 2 and going on to fight some unheralded, like, no-name guy from Germany, Tom Schwarzenegger. Yeah, what are you doing? Hey, Tyson. That doesn't bother you one bit. It's too predictable. Lomachenko not fighting Teofimo and possibly fighting Luke Campbell if Mikey gives up his belt. That don't bother you. You don't care about that. You want to see Luke Campbell and Lomachenko, right? These dudes sound crazy. So we just gonna keep, we gonna keep saying the truth and stuff like that. The other issue is smash the like button, please. We finally got the stream stable. Everything's working. Everything's good. Smash the like button. This was like the third stream we went through it. But I need y'all help. I need y'all to help me. All these people, tell them to leave me alone about this Khan quitting stuff. It is what it is. In the words of Roy Jones, I didn't want to have to do this, but y'all made me. I told y'all, this is new media. This is, listen. We on some Leonidas 300 shit, right? Laughing my ass off. Ego, you kill me when you do the Arnold. Yeah. Hey, Vinny. When I do wrong. Listen, leave me alone about this Khan shit. I told you, I think he quit. That's my opinion. If you live in Block Gum Game, that sounds real sus too. What the fuck is Gum Game? Yeah, my name is Chris. Check out my Gum Game. Like, nah, bro. I don't want to check out no Gum Game, whatever the fuck that is. Block them. We don't solicit here. Go in front of 7-Eleven if you want to solicit. And they have a sign that says no soliciting, so you'll probably get arrested. Get him out of here so I can continue. Triple G trying to turn that man into steam rolls. Okay. Listen to what Amir Khan says. Listen, you guys in old media, just stop. Just live in your old media fantasy land or whatever, and leave new media to do the real shit, to do the grunt work, to talk about this boxing game. Because once again, put your bags in the bag. No. You put your own shit in the bag. I am not a skycap. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? New media is stomping a mud hole in old media. I say my piece. Old media always goes against it, and they look dumb for it. So we are going to take a look at Exhibit A. This is a post-fight interview. Mind you, Amir Khan is an accomplished silver medalist who's been in high-profile fights, Marcos Maidana, big fights with Danny Garcia. He's claiming he didn't know there was a 5-minute grace period to recover when you get hit in the nuts. And he's a longtime pro who beat Marco Antonio Barrera, Zab Judah. He fought Danny, he fought Canelo. So he's fought on pay-per-view before. And he didn't know one of the most basic rules that I'm not even a boxer. And I know that rule. Everybody knows that's a pretty basic rule. He didn't know he had 5 minutes to recover. Really? Not only did he say that, he said he didn't know that this was a rule. He said the referee told him he had 5 minutes to recover. And then 2 seconds later in the interview, Khan says, "Oh, I didn't know I had 5 minutes." You just said the referee told you had 5 minutes. So you've been caught. Maury Povich, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Leave me the fuck alone after I show you guys this. You guys can live in fantasy land, but he is lying on tape. He just said the ref told me I have 5 minutes, and then he keeps going on and explaining, and he says he didn't know he had 5 minutes, which is already hard for me to believe that a silver medalist, Olympian, someone who's been in those high-profile Canelo pay-per-views and big fights with Danny Garcia on HBO main event, didn't know such a basic rule. But so that's already hard to believe and hard to swallow. But it didn't even make sense. Listen, and I told you this is going to happen each and every time. That's capping. That's cap. Just say Crawford was too much. Copping, please. Exactly. The UK might fall for this type of shit because everything Anthony Joshua says, y'all eat it up and shit like that. Everything Eddie Hearn says to eat up. America don't work like that. I go to places like, I'm from Cali. I've been to places like Atlanta. I've been to Texas. I've been to New York. I've been in the Midwest. I've been to Cleveland. We got spots in America. It's a big, vast place. We got spots where these motherfuckers really hustle. You're not going to just out hustle and bamboozle Americans so easily. This is what we do. You come out to the Bay, you will get your ass hustled. If you game goofy, as we call it, you will get fuck around. You'll get ran. People will have you, oh, you want to buy these speakers? And then you get a box of bricks or some shit when you open it up. It look factory sealed and everything. So if you game goofy, you gonna get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's listen to it.
Be knocked out then, quitting a fight. It's just not in me to quit. Obviously I hit with a low shot. I couldn't recover from it. I mean, that's the reason the fight was called off. I tried to continue, but it was just getting worse. And obviously, Virgil in the corner called it off, and we just chose to not fight.
What happened when you went back to the corner? What did the referee say to you?
He said, "I'm going to stop the fight." I said, "No." I said, "I don't want to stop the fight." And then he says to me, "Okay, I'm going to give you 5 minutes." And then I could feel it getting worse, and then Virgil stepped up and said, let's pull it.
Why didn't you take the full 5 minutes?
I don't know. I had 5 minutes, to be honest with you.
What? Hey, bro. Listen. Shout out to Sierra. We got a new channel member. Shout out to Sierra. Everybody get some claps up for Sierra, the newest channel member. I told you I got memberships like Costco. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Literally, he just said the referee came to the corner and says you have 5 minutes after this low blow to recover. And he says it start feeling worse. And then the reporter asked him a question that he obviously wasn't ready for. He says, and it was a UK report. See, a lot of the UK be asking softball questions. So, I don't think their guards are up with like some of the UK fighters and Eddie Hearn and stuff because they're not used to the UK asking them the tough questions. You know what I'm saying? So they're not even embraced and ready for that, So he said, the referee says you have 5 minutes to recover. And then he says, oh, yeah, and I kept feeling bad. So, Virgil we made the decision to pull the plug on it. Then 2 seconds later, the reporter followed up. Great question from the reporter, by the way. He said, why didn't you take the full 5 minutes? Which is what I said from the beginning. If it wasn't a quit, why didn't you take the 5 minutes? He said, oh, I didn't know I had 5 minutes. Okay. That makes no sense, but okay. Listen.
Called off. I tried to continue, but it was just getting worse. And obviously, Virgil in the corner called it off. And it's just not in me to quit. You know, obviously I hit with a low shot. I couldn't recover from it. I mean, that's the reason the fight was called off. I tried to continue, but it was just getting worse. And obviously, Virgil in the corner called it off, and we just chose to not fight.
What happened when you went back to the corner? What did the referee say to you?
He said, "I'm gonna stop the fight." I said, "No." I said, "I don't want to stop the fight." And then he says to me, "Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes." And then I could feel it getting worse, and then Virgil stepped up and said, let's pull it.
Why didn't you take the full 5 minutes?
I mean, I did not have 5 minutes, to be honest with you. I honestly did not have 5 minutes. I mean, if I'd known, I mean, I probably would have taken the full 5 minutes, to be honest with you. I mean, I just couldn't think straight. It hit me. It did hurt me. I mean, mentally, I just couldn't think straight after I was hit below the belt.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. He just said, he said, what happened when you went back to the corner? He said, the referee says you got 5 minutes. And he said it wasn't getting any better. This is what happens when reporters do their job, ask follow-up questions. He said, all right, why didn't you take the full 5 minutes? Oh, I didn't know I had 5 minutes, to be honest. Be honest with you, I didn't know I had 5 minutes. But you just said literally seconds before. This is the type of shit Eddie Hearn be doing. You literally just said he told you have 5 minutes. And then you said, oh, I didn't know I had 5 minutes. And then on top of that, how are you at the elite level, big, Canelo fights, and you don't know the, Marcus of Queensberry rules and basic, rules? Come on, man. Once again, new media versus everybody. I'm willing to put our logic, our points, our narratives against anybody in the game, because that doesn't make sense. See, how come they never have loopholes to what the fuck I'm saying like this, where I said something and then a piece of information or data comes out that completely shreds what I was saying? And then he said, I didn't know I had 5 minutes. And then he's like, oh, I couldn't think straight. So I find it hard to believe that a pro fighter who fought all the good names that Khan has fought didn't know basic rules. And it wasn't even his first pay-per-view. And you've been to the Olympics, I'm sure you've been hurt before, you've been knocked out before, like you didn't even get hit like concussive hit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're claiming it was low and it hurt, that's not the type of shit that knocks your like shifts your brain type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like that's not even the type of pain. Block Tommy Staley. Bruh, talk about something else. Talk about Terrence Crawford's next fight. No, we're going to talk about how we blocked you. You don't run shit. You sit back. We're going to take the Y off your name. Why did you do that? Your name is Tommy Stale now. We took that Y off you. Why? Why would you do that? Bow. Ooh. Listen, that's not how this works over here, bro. I'm not going to just rush what I'm talking about when I'm trying to help and like talk my points, and then you trying to change it. These motherfuckers be train conductors and shit, crossing guards. All right, keep talking about this subject. Up. When you're trying to park and shit, valet people be out there. All right, eat slow, a little more, like fucking parking lot attendants and shit, bro. Get the fuck off of my page, please. I don't want any of you on my page ever. All right. You're talking about Arrow. You're talking about the black channels. All right, come on. A little bit more. Like, I'm trying to tell me what to talk about. This is my shit. I earned this with the fans. You didn't. You don't run this. And then the funny thing is, you turn on ESPN commentary, you turn on HBO boxing commentary, they be talking about some bullshit. They be talking about some bullshit half the time, and y'all don't call into HBO and phone a friend and all that. HBO, why is Letterman talking about that? They don't do that, but they try to do it to me. Nah, you show me the same respect that you show HBO boxing and DAZN and all these other motherfuckers, bro. These dudes be trying to rush what I'm talking about. Nah, call HBO. When Letterman be, okay, Chip, chocolatito. Wah. Yeah, rush that shit, because he ain't even really talking about nothing. I'm talking about something. I'm following up with something. I'll cut Ego the check first. ESPN thinks Loma walks on water. We're going to see. Look, I don't even care about talking about Kodak right now. Ain't he in jail anyway? Or he's facing charge? I mean, listen, I'm a grown man, so I care about grown man issues. If little kids, they're gonna have to learn their way. Like, the young ones, the youngsters. God bless them all. He said Lampley homeless due to new media. Listen, new media, we the new wave, we the new drip. Yeah, it's too much to unpack. And I mean, I don't even want to talk about that type of negativity. Whatever God has in store for him is what it is. I want to see Loma fight a killer. Floyd did. Well, get ready for Luke Campbell, if that's a killer. And you know what the funny thing is? I told you, I'm telling you, like, see, new media, we preying on old media's, like, insecurities. When they feel a fighter is a threat to their fighter, oftentimes a non-black fighter, when they feel that there's someone that's an immediate threat, is all this shit. Like, I'm seeing Teofimo get all this type of hate. Nobody said 2 words about him until he started going at Lomachenko supremely. But now that he's at Lomachenko's throat, now all of a sudden people are like, oh, Teofimo shut up and fight someone, Especially when they see the swag and how he acts and dresses and shit. They're like, no, why don't you be more like Triple G? He's a nice guy. He's wearing this nice cardigan. Every time it's a threat. But if they think that threat beats the guy that they don't care about, then they're all for it. Like, if they think Lomachenko will beat Tank Davis, then they'll start, oh, yeah, come on, Tank, come on. Why, Leonard Ellaby, let him fight. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Tank ain't even in Lomachenko's division. They still talking about Tank. Teofimo is in his division and is at his throat. And he hasn't earned it. But y'all say Tank ain't fought nobody either, but y'all want that fight. And he ain't even in the division anymore. Old media, once again, with the bullshit. Tank, you said Tank's resume is not good because you hating on Tank. But you want to see Loma versus Tank, and they ain't even in the same division now. Right? Meanwhile, Teofimo, his resume, he's just, working on it and building, but he's been looking sensational. And you say, oh, what has he done to earn it? But you were okay with Lomachenko. No matter where they try to go, they're trapped. Lomachenko, you're okay with him getting a pro fight in his second fight. But Teofimo can't have 10 fights and then fight a Lomachenko. And for a fact, Teofimo, worst case scenario, he loses. But it's probably going to be a better fight than what we've been seeing from Lomachenko's recent opponents. And it's just funny because we got the game on Smash and on Tilt where people can easily see this stuff now. No matter where they go, it makes no sense. The door is obstructed. There's a lock on the door. They're trying to run down the hallway and open. It's like Michael Myers is coming and you're running down like this abandoned hallway, hotel hallway, that's closed or some shit, and you're like banging on every door, but there's no one there, and they're all locked. You can't get in and lock yourself in any of the rooms. And Michael Myers is just like this. That's what it's like. Meanwhile, Bob Arum is, telling people and trying to hate on PBC, what they got going on, telling people not to patronize and buy PBC fights, which will never work. People buy what they want. But he won't even make Wilder Fury. He won't make Teofimo versus Lomachenko next. But you have a problem with how they're moving Errol Spence. It's hypocritical. Listen, I'll drop it if somebody can explain how Top Rank and ESPN got in the way and made Tyson Fury forfeit in a fight we are all sold on, Wilder versus Fury rematch. Why is he doing 2 tune-ups? Just go right back in there with the guy you beat 10 rounds to 2. Once again, look at how they treat black fighters, and we're going to keep stressing this because I will make you guys see what I am talking about. For example, shout out to Houston, Texas. Shout out to fucking Charlo brothers. Shout out to Jermall Charlo, and shout out to Jermell Charlo. You know why? Because Jermell lost his belt. Guess what was just announced on the Danny Garcia card? Jermell Charlo versus the same guy that took his belt. Whether you thought he lost or won, the judges gave it to Harrison. Guess what Jermell is doing? Like a true savage from H-Town, he is rematching the guy that took his belt. Right or wrong? I thought Charlo, edged it, but he looked wild at times. Tony Harrison was boxing good. It's up in the air. I probably would have given it to Charlo being the champion and stuff, but it was a good fight. I was there. I was live, but it doesn't matter. That's irregardless of all that. He's doing what true champions do and saying, fuck that, fuck that. Now I'm going to show you what's going to happen in the rematch. I want that immediate work, and I'm going to show you. Triple G versus Jacobs. No immediate rematch. They say, we're not. Abel is on record with outside the ropes or some shit podcast. He says we'll look at Jacobs maybe 5, 6, 7 fights down the line. No smoke. They got past him. They're happy moving on. Lomachenko fought Salido. He's happy moving on. No immediate rematch. No rematch. That fight happened in 2013 or something. Still no rematch. Tyson Fury was in negotiations to rematch Wilder. Then he switched sides and went to a new network. He has a new American promoter in Top Rank, and he fighting Tom Schwartz. But guess what Jermell's doing? Like a true savage. He don't like how he thinks in his mind he won, and he's like, fuck that, fuck that. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to come correct. I'm going to be in shape. I'm going to try to knock this dude's head off. So there ain't no doubt what the fuck it is. That's my belt. Tyson Fury is not doing this. You see a pattern. Black fighters are held to an amazing standard that seems to be specific to black or brown fighters. Oftentimes black fighters, but sometimes brown fighters. Same thing with Canelo. Canelo, people were up in arms and pissed off because he didn't beat Golovkin and Adelaide Bird. Canelo went back to the gym, said, fuck all y'all. He did fail a drug test. That wasn't a good look. But he came back. His next fight back was Triple G, and he duffed him. You see how this works? Once again, the black and brown fighters, when they're in the tough fights, historically, more often than not, if it's a big fight, especially when they feel they won, like they're claiming, Jermell is claiming, he's like, man, he was basically crying at the post fight. He's like, man, I hate losing. This shit suck. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So he's live and die by the sword. Live and die by the sword. He believes he won, and he's risking it all to fight a guy who, has a win over him. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury said he beat Wilder 10 rounds to 2 and is fighting Tom Schwartz. And not only that, he got ordered to fight Wilder in a rematch. Everyone thought the rematch was going to happen. And he switched sides and networks and all this shit. Tell me I'm lying. Mayweather-Maidana, it wasn't good enough win for y'all. He rematched him immediately, his very next fight. Mayweather versus Castillo, the first one wasn't a good enough win for him. for you guys. Oh, Castillo beat your ass. He had a shoulder injury, got that repaired. Same year he rematched him very next fight. Sugar Ray Leonard lost to Roberto Duran. People like, oh shit, Sugar Ray fell off, blah, blah, blah. 8 months later, rematched the same guy, beat him, made him no mas. Tyson Fury, no immediate rematch. Triple G versus Jacob, no immediate rematch. Lomachenko versus Alito, no immediate rematch. And it's always an excuse. Oh, Salido wanted too much money. Oh, Jacobs, why should he rematch him? Oh, Wilder, he already robbed him. Always an excuse. Get the fuck out of here. Telling y'all, new media. See, and what they try to do is say you're pulling the race card. They try to make it like you're insane. They try to make it like, oh, ego, you're just paranoid. Hey, man, it's not about race. But they can't say nothing to denounce what I am saying. I don't want to hear any words. I want receipts. I want proof that what I am saying makes no fucking sense. I want all the smoke in the hot seat. Jermell Charlo, is he or is he not claiming he won? Yes. They didn't give it to him. He's fighting Harrison next to prove who's the better fighter. This is something factually, based on what's on paper right now, Tyson Fury is not doing. Lomachenko definitely didn't do, because the Salido loss was years ago, and he still hasn't fought him. Triple G still hasn't fought Jacobs. You can't tell me what I'm saying is a lie. Like I'm just paranoid and I'm making this up. Every time it's black or brown fighters, especially black fighters, in a controversial fight where there's this, oh, who won, ooh, blah, blah, blah. Especially when that fighter, imagine if the black fighter is claiming he won, but there's controversy. Ward Kovalev, same thing. Ward won, but people said, oh, no, you didn't win that shit. You got knocked down. You got fucked up. What did Andre Ward do his next fight? Oh, yeah, that's right. You guessed it. He fought Kovalev again. Now, Kovalev is the exception. I give props to Kovalev because he's a non-black fighter and he goes after the smoke because he did it with Andre Ward and he did it with Alito Alvarez. That was a huge risk, especially the Alito Alvarez. That was like a crossroads fight. He needed to win that. So Kovalev is the white exception where he goes after and avenges his shit immediately. Props to Kovalev. I give Kovalev props for that. See how fair I am? But all these other motherfuckers, there's no pressure for them to rematch the person at all. But then if a black fighter wins and it's controversial or close, they're a bitch and pussy. If Ward didn't fight Kovalev next and went on to fight, anybody, Shabransky, whoever, Bivol, and then he beat those, people wouldn't even care. They'd be like, yeah, we don't care about that. You still lost to Kovalev. And it would be a black cloud lingering over Dre's head forever. If Mayweather went on to fight Amir Khan and knock him out instead of rematching Maidana, they'll see that's why Maidana beat your ass. If he went on and moved on and started fighting DeMarcus Corley and then De La Hoyas and Cotto, no matter all that Floyd did, they'll say you still lost to Castillo. They still bring up the Castillo fight. That shit was like 13, 14 years ago. Still bring it up, and he rematched him and beat his ass with both hands. Don't give a fuck about, they don't care one bit that Triple G, never fought Jacobs again. And that was the same thing. That was like a Ward Kovalev. I really thought Jacobs won the fight. I was there. They don't care about that. Them being old media. This is what they don't want to tell you about. I just gave you several examples off the dome. From Sugar Ray, from past generations, to Mayweather's old fights, to a more recent Mayweather-Maidana fight, to Andre Ward, to Jermell Charlo versus Tony Harrison, that this is happening. Wilder pushing for the Tyson Fury fight. We know Wilder won. I talked to him. He told me he wanted to fight. He was on a conference call and said he wanted to fight. The fight didn't happen because of Top Rank, ESPN, and Tyson Fury and Frank Warren. And it's very obvious. The WBC even came out and said we got orders or we got a letter from Team Fury saying they're pursuing a title shot. Wow. Great follow-up. Lennox Lewis versus Hassan Rahman. Because Lennox Lewis, see, I know my boxing. Lennox Lewis fought Rahman and underestimated him. And I think they fought in South Africa. I remember that. Lennox Lewis was filming scenes with Klitschko for the Ocean's 11 movie with Brad Pitt and Clooney and all them. He got to South Africa late. Like, you know, he's at the height of his career. He's in a big Hollywood movie. And the motherfucker wasn't really fully vested in his fight. And he underestimated Hasim Rahman and he got stretched. So after that, you know, being the competitor that he was or is, he was like, oh, fuck that. All right, I'm going to come back correct. And then he came back, settled the score with Hasim Rahman. They said he got to South Africa or wherever late. Like he only got there like a whole different time zone after filming movie scenes and shit. Block Kyler. Lennox Lewis got to South Africa like with only 2 weeks to acclimate or a week or some shit. Block Kyler. I'm not even arguing no stupid shit like that, bro. You know, and it goes on and on. Pacquiao, Jeff Horn, never got a rematch. Terrence Crawford had to beat Jeff Horn's ass. Pacquiao never was, like all the old media favorites, all the old media favorite fighters never are pressured to go through it again. How come Pacquiao never fought Jeff Horn? Jeff Horn just called out Pacquiao recently, and he's like, oh, I don't want to fight him. Why should I have to fight him? He beat you, though. It don't matter that Crawford beat him. You didn't. I thought Pacquiao won the fight, but, you know, on pay, I thought Charlo won the fight with Harrison. Yeah, Oliver McCall was tripping. So anyway, once again, they can never dispute these facts. That's what we always have going for us. Facts. Yeah, I'm not arguing with a male named Kyler. That motherfucker sound like a Kardashian and shit. Like, hey, what's your name? Hey, they call me Kyler. I'm Kyler Jenner. Like, who the fuck is Kyler, bro? Fake ass Kardashian and shit. You know, I'm Caitlyn's adopted son, Kyler. The fuck is Kyler? Where Kim and them at? Where Chloe and Tristan? Fuck up out of here. Fucking Kyler. I'm half Kylie, half Tyler. Call me Kyler. Call me Kyler looking ass. Mac makeup wearing, Sephora looking ass. Motherfucker putting on Sephora lip balm. I'll call myself Kyler. I am Kyler. Kyler. Kyler Kardashian and shit. Kyler Jenner and shit. Old media desperate as fuck, bro. They coming in with these like, see, bro, that's what they trying to do. They coming in with like transgender names and shit. So when they get blocked, like any regular person would get blocked for disrespecting the chat, then they're gonna try to Me Too me or some shit. Like, oh, you know, they're gonna call it LGBT BLTs or whatever they're called. They're gonna call it BLTs, talking about like I'm discriminating because I got blocked because I blocked Kyler. That's what they trying to do. I already know it. But you're not gonna catch me slipping. You're not gonna catch me slipping. I don't care what your sexual preference is and shit like that. If you talking trash in the comment section, you getting blocked. You know, but that's what they trying to, the BLT, they trying to get them BLTs on me. You know what I'm saying? They want them BLTs to, like, you know, the Me Too movement and all that. Kyler gonna, you know, hit up the BLTs talking about, oh yeah, the Black Channel, they segregate us. Why would they not allow? Like, nah, I don't have nothing. It has nothing to do with none of that. Y'all wild. Y'all wild. You gonna have Britney Spears fans and Beyonce fans coming for you. Are you homosexual? Are you blocked? Oh yeah, you are. You see, they just come back with the dumb shit. Like, what? For talking boxing, yeah. That motherfucker act like I was coming out with a bow tie or something, like Shawn Michaels. I'm not your boy toy. I know I'm sexy. I got to look. Like, where did that even come from? I wasn't even doing nothing. Stupid ass motherfuckers. Man, these dudes know so much. Why don't they make a channel instead of trolling? Because they clout chasers. We live in a clout chasing ass society, man. Yeah, man, these dudes is desperate. I told you, old media, we're destroying them. They have nothing else to do. They're homeless, just like Jim Lampley. Well, he not homeless probably, but he unemployed. Nobody picked up Jim Lampley. What happened to the fight game and the Gotti list and all that? Where the Gotti list at? I want to watch some new episodes. No, for real. See, I'm being real. I want to watch some Gotti list. Where is it? Where can I? Do they have it on Netflix or something? Fathom Events, Fandango. Where can I see some Gotti list? Man, I've been looking everywhere for some Gotti list. I want to see some new episodes of some Gotti list. Where can I get some Gotti list? I've been looking everywhere for some Gotti list. I need some Gotti list. Where the Gotti list at though? Where the bang 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 theory and shit? Where them shows at? Where the fight game at? I want to see some fight games, some bang 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 theory, and some Gotti lists. Been looking everywhere for some Gotti list. Where can I find some Gotti lists? Where the fuck Gotti list at, bro? My shit's still rocking though. We getting memberships like Costco because I'm actually talking boxing. I'm actually talking about stuff that makes sense. You see how this works? See how this works? Oh my God. He said it's that Blockbuster Video. That shit at Comp USA and Mervin's. That shit at Toys R Us and KB Toy Store. That shit at Montgomery Ward's right now. In the Montgomery Ward's catalog. The Gotti list. Bang, bang. I'm like, yeah, all right. See, that's what happens. You keep capping in this boxing shit. If you don't evolve, you become extinct. Believe me. If you don't evolve, you become extinct. That's why a lot of people who are racist and shit, they have an ignorant old school, like, let's say racism was accepted in the whenever 50s or some shit. And then you try to get by you or get your head bust open. Now it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get that far. You have to, adapt your ways. If you don't evolve, you become extinct like the dinosaurs. He said it's at Woolworths. This man said it's at Weinstein's. Yes. Ego's Army is funny as fuck, bro. Y'all be really knowing some shit. He said it's at Good Guys in Circuit City. He said Good Guys. Wow. That shit on Nickelodeon, Nick Arcade, bro. Ain't no fucking Gotti list. He putting people that I guarantee you, if you go watch old episodes of Gotti list, most of them motherfuckers got losses since then and been knocked out and all types of shit. This is what I'm saying. ESPN, they should break they need to break that curse because they looking like HBO 2.0. Stop promoting boxing as this like fucking machista, fucking mano y mano punching each other in the face bullshit. Rock'em sock'em robot bullshit. That's not what boxing is. ESPN did a great job giving Andre Ward a show. Somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about. They need to do a commentary crew with all fighters. Just all fighters. James Toney, anyway, he's funny as fuck. Just anybody. Just all fighters, bro. I don't even want to see nobody on the panel that's not a fighter. Because they be adding little comic relief and Dateline commentators and shit, bro. Just do all fighters, bro. I'd rather listen to Floyd Sr. and shit. People make fun of the way his speech patterns and shit. I'd rather listen to him. He was on Undisputed. Man, Conor McGregor, he ain't gonna do shit. I'd rather listen to Floyd Sr. Roger Mayweather. We beat. Motherfucker ain't beat nobody. Okay, then. Give me somebody who's not, Company Man 2000 who's just saying some stupid shit, bro. Like a directive. Because, listen, these companies don't understand. First things first, the most important thing is new media, Death Row East. They never had anyone to challenge what was being said. Their narratives usually stuck because there weren't no one who was bold enough to be on the front line and challenge for consistency, for congruency, for continuity. They didn't have that. So they could just say whatever. Lampley, Letterman, Merchant, all of them, you know, old boxing media channels that are no longer relevant. They could just say whatever, you know. They could just, nobody was standing up. But now we getting bigger. We getting bigger and bigger, and the fans are seeing it. It sounds good. See, because this is the thing. You have to understand, there's different severities of boxing fans. So with Bob Arum, when he's yelling at Al Heyman, it might sound good to somebody because they might know a little bit about each sport and they don't know enough about what's going on to emphatically denounce what he's saying. So it's up to me. That's why I use my platform like this. It's up to me and the real heads in boxing and Ego's Army to spread the truth in this game to the point where we educate the people who otherwise, you know, who there, some people could be saved. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they just on some stupid shit. Some of these guys could be saved. They just don't even know, you know. Max is such a shill. He is phony to me. Max was always, I came up in the game respecting Max. Like, you know, he had really good insight. But, you know, after Mayweather left and shit like that, he just seemed like he became a company man. Like, you know, he seemed like he became like Skip Bayless light. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good thing. Skip Bayless don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And see, this what happens when you're white in America. You get more chances at like fudging up and goofing up from what I've seen. And that's not, oh, you're pulling the race card, all this bullshit. Donald Trump say whatever he want. Facts. He just be like, oh yeah, fuck her in the pussy. He say whatever the fuck he want. And nobody cares. Nobody's like, you know, nobody's like, I'm not saying nobody because some people don't like him. But you get what I'm saying. It's different. Skip Bayless, he said Dwayne Wade is Batman and LeBron James is Robin. There's nobody that watches basketball that believes that D Wade was, you know, carrying the team more, you know, was the Batman and then LeBron James was the sidekick. You know, it was just stupid. He said, Skip Bayless said that Pacquiao was going to destroy Mayweather and then made excuses. Skip Bayless said Conor McGregor, Mayweather had never felt power like Conor. And then he was wrong because Conor got his ass stopped, got his ass stomped in there. Mayweather walked him down in a way we haven't even seen Mayweather walk real boxers down because he didn't fear nothing that Conor had. He knew this was a way to grab a bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? Max Kellerman, he talking about, oh, I had Mayweather beating Pacquiao, but Pacquiao is still the best fighter of this generation. That sounds stupid. What's the point of Mayweather fighting Pacquiao if no matter what, Pacquiao is still the best fighter of this generation? You know, this is the same thing as like ESPN putting out an article saying that Errol Spence is in a lose-lose situation by fighting Mikey Garcia. And then the same author of the ESPN article picked Mikey Garcia to beat Errol Spence. There's no way you can hedge your bet like that. You saying that Mikey beat Spence, but even if Spence wins, he don't get no credit. Stop it. That's that old media shit, and that shit's a dub. You see motherfuckers shows getting canceled, if you know, if it's on a bigger, like, you know, outlet, and then they're giving Andre Award a show. They canceled Dan Rayfield's show. Ain't nobody talking about that but me. You know, they canceled his little whatever. Ariel Helwani didn't get his show canceled, but Dan Rafael did. Okay. Why Ariel? Because people in the UFC world respect Ariel Helwani. And, you know, just people in sports or whatever. Because he's not out there doing all that extra shit, bro. Bro, there's a lot of racism and underlying issues and agendas in this boxing game. I promise you that. For example, Dan Rafael seemed begrudged against Andre Ward. It seemed like he always had something negative to say. Ward fought Alexander Brand, and we knew he was going to fight Kovalev. That was his last tune-up fight before Kovalev. This was signed, sealed, and delivered, corroborated from Ward's side and main events and Kathy Duva. So we already knew the deal. They had already had Kovalev getting in the ring and all this shit, blah, blah, blah. It was a done deal. Dan Rathfield said the brand fight was the biggest piece of raw sewage in the history of HBO boxing. Meanwhile, I bet his ass finna be at Triple G versus Steve Rolls eating all the rolls at Steve Rolls fight. He gonna eat all the Cheddar Bay biscuits and all the rolls at Triple G versus Rolls. No negative commentary to be seen. But you gonna be eating all the rolls at Golovkin Rolls. This shit is comical. It's comical. But Ward fighting, knowing damn well he finna. That's why I told you, old media likes to play dumb. Knowing goddamn well he finna fight Kovalev next, and this is just a fight just to prepare him at the weight, tweak some last things in camp before he goes into the real one for the belts. And then Ward's the raw sewage shit. But then you don't have nothing negative to say, or you're not as harsh about Golovkin Rolls. They see, old media, they liars. They either have to fake the funk and act like they've always acted this way, and that like they've always thought like this, and we know it's fake, because they know they're losing. Like you see guys who just, all they did was bash PBC. Now all of a sudden, they're trying to be more fair to PBC and try to go to PBC fight. Come on, bro. We all seen it. You ain't never seen me fake it. I ain't never had to fake it and make it like these dudes. So, for that, we live like gods and kings, pharaohs. These dude, ain't nobody complaining about Golovkin Rolls. That's sad, bro. They make it so flagrant. Why is Charlo fighting Matt Korobov? So Charlo's not even a champion at 160. He has like a version of a belt, but he's not like a full-bodied champion with the real belt. And you care more about who Charlo's fighting, knowing damn well he wants to fight Golovkin, knowing damn well he would fight Andrade, knowing damn well he'd fight Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well he had that interaction with Jacobs, right? And you care more about that, but then Triple G is supposed to be critically acclaimed and boogeyman, silver medalist. You have no quarrels about him bringing a guy who fights at 168 down to 164. He's allegedly a super middleweight, but Golovkin looks bigger than the super middleweight, yet they say Golovkin's a small middleweight. And he's unheralded. No one knows who he is. No one's seen his body of work. He has never fought a 12-rounder, fought one 10-rounder in his whole career, and he's 35 in December. Come on, bro. Ego, do that Roger Mayweather, please. Man, Steve Rose, who he beat? He ain't beat no motherfucking body. Who he beat? He ain't beat no motherfucking body. Okay, then. That's how Roger would say it. Rose, I ain't never heard of no Steve Rose. Who the fuck is Steve Rose? Who he beat? He ain't beat no motherfucking body. Okay, then. Man, come on, bro. King's rolls and shit, bro. Like I said, I don't knock him. He's just doing what he has to do to put food on the table for his family. I blame Golovkin, Loeffler, DAZN, John Skipper, all of them. Skippy's peanut butter. Dr. Skipper, Eddie Hearns, Eddie Munster, Eddie Murphy. I blame all them. They did this, Max. I blame everybody. This should not be going on. You seen the turnout. I didn't even know he was having a press conference. Yeah. I blame Edward Norton from Fight Club. Eddie Furlong. Yeah, this dude fighting Steve Rose. And you know what? Listen, the funny thing is this. They get mad. They said Triple G was #1 pound for pound just not too long ago. They said why you just said he was pound for pound number 1, and you're rabidly complaining and campaigning saying he beat Canelo. So after one loss, why is he regressing to a guy who hasn't fought a 12-rounder? But you claim he beat Canelo, so his spirit should be high. His spirit should be at the highest it can be, because after all, this is what old media said. They said Golovkin won, he got robbed twice, and 45 people on press row all had Golovkin winning. So why regress? Just like Tyson Fury, and you guys accept all this shit. Oh yeah, I'm the Gypsy King. I beat Wilder, fucking Dawson, 10 rounds to 2. Okay, Mr. 10 rounds to 2. Why are you fighting somebody who got like a 10-2 record and shit, bro? Undefeated guy with like nobody's heard of. Tom Schwarzenegger. Yeah. This is insane to me. Smash the like button, people. No one showed up to the press. I mean, there were a couple of people, but it didn't look lit to me. And once again, these companies gonna find out, especially with new media here. They did all this to hate on guys like Deontay Wilder, guys like Gervonta Davis. Oh, he's ducking Lomachenko. Guys like Charlo, guys like Errol Spence, that, accuse them of being on drugs and they're mean people. And guess what? All of them are bigger American stars, and they're definitely, if they're not, they're on their way to becoming bigger stars. Who's Lomachenko going to fight that gets him popping like Tank Davis? Tank Davis is young. He about to sell out Baltimore. His star is going to burn bright. Wilder, especially if he gets another crazy, nasty knockout at the Barclays, his legend is going to keep growing. His offers are going to keep getting better and bigger, especially with Gerald Miller kind of out of the picture for AJ. They might have to produce something big for DAZN and AJ. They might have to come correct. So Wilder, he's smart. His team is smart, waiting it out, playing the field. Gervonta Davis protection squad coming in full force. Block them. Any of these motherfuckers just purposely misspelling and, calling them weak names and shit, bro, just block them. I don't have time for these little baby games. You're the weakest link. Goodbye. Thank you. And still, see how they won't leave us alone? They could go to all these old media channels that's talking about exactly what they want to hear, but they come to my shit. Tells you something. They always act like they disagree, but they never tell you what they disagree with. Tells you something. It's not about race, ego. It's no. Tank Davis is not a star. Okay, explain. Explain now how you don't have a high ceiling. Like, for me, Lomachenko, the walls are closing in for him to take a big fight, to take a risk, to take a fight where he's not like 100-1 underdog or a favorite. Diamond Layers, you're in the hot seat. All right. I got a hot seat, y'all. Tank has loads of star power. Duh. But why don't they want to match him with Loma or Tevin? Tevin, I don't even know if an offer was made. DAZN and Eddie Hearn keep telling him to go to DAZN. Tank is the A side, so why would he go to DAZN if he's the A side? You didn't see Floyd Mayweather go to somebody else's side. So that's that. As far as Lomachenko, why do you want to see Lomachenko Tank right now and they're not even in the same weight class? You don't want to see Teofimo, who's in the same weight class. He said he's only going to be there for another year, for the rest of this year. Why don't you want to see that? You're in the hot seat. Let's hear. I'm taking these dudes out one by one. Why don't you want to see Teofimo, who happens to be in the same division, looking for titles, but you still talking about Lomachenko and Tank, and they're not even in the same weight class anymore? Diamond Layers TV. I think it's a great matchup. Both great fighters, but I'd love to see the fight as Lopez fight as well. Yeah, but why? Okay, so how is it Lomachenko decided I don't know why, but he decided to move up to 35. So why should he go back? Why are we talking about him fighting a 130 pounder who's still at 130? Isn't that looking backwards? Like, so do you want to? Why doesn't Terrence Crawford fight Jose Ramirez then? He already conquered 140 and made the decision to move up. First of all, Lomachenko didn't even conquer 130. He didn't even conquer 130. He didn't become undisputed like Terrence Crawford. But we'll use Terrence Crawford. That's an easy one. Would you want to see Terrence Crawford targeting 140 pounders, or should he be targeting people in his new division like he's doing? Now you're up. I told you, no matter which way they try to weasel out of this, they are trapped. I got them. So you want to see Terrence Crawford fight Jose Ramirez, and Josh Taylor and Kirill Relic. That's what you, instead of him doing what he's doing and at least calling out the names, relevant names, Errol Spence and stuff, you want to see him regress and fight people in his division that he decided to leave. Where is he at? Shout out to Dimitri. Listen, I can't respect that about Teofimo shouldn't get the fight because he's looking like an attractive option in a division that's not really stacked. That's the difference. See, I could float with what people are saying if Lomachenko was in a popping ass division. Yeah, don't worry about Teofimo. Like, let's say Lomachenko was at 147. Let's say Teofimo and Lomachenko and Richard Comey and Luke Campbell were all at 147 with the rest of the 147 pounders. Then I could understand that. Why would you fight? Like, if you could fight Danny Garcia to prove your worth, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Berto, and all these names that are more proven and further along in their career, then I could understand that. Why would you be focused on Teofimo when you're in a stacked-ass division with guys who have proven more and they got 30-plus fights, and Danny Garcia looked real sharp versus Granados, Errol Spence has been looking real sharp, Sean Porter still has his belt, etc. Then I could understand that. Lomachenko is in a weak-ass division, and the biggest money fight out of Luke Campbell, Richard Comey, and Teofimo, irregardless of belts, would be against Teofimo. I don't think Tank, Duck, and Smoke... Bro, just wave the white flag because you're looking horrible. I didn't forget about you. But I think Tank kills Tevin, though. But that's the fight you said you want to see. Bro, just please wave the white flag. We'll just put you in timeout. Do you want to wave the white flag or you want to keep this going? You're not horrible. You're not winning this, but you're not being like, tasteless. Just say I wave the white flag, bro. Just say uncle or something like that. My shooters will just put you in timeout. Bro, you backtracking and all types of stuff. Diamond Layers TV, what you want to do? We're giving you a way out like Amir Khan. Showbiz the adult. You're not fucking with me, bro. I can get to you in a minute. Hey, bro, you got 10 seconds. What you trying to do, dog? What's the other cat? Diamond guy, Diamond District, whatever. Bro, do you want to wave the white flag so we can move on? Or do you want to keep this? Bro, you got 10 seconds, bro, because I'm not finna wait and ruin the whole stream. Smash the like button if you could. For what I'm saying, block him. I try to give you a way out. You just block him. This is a simple question. Because you're not winning the hot seat. That's why. You're saying Lomachenko should be looking at 130 pounders. That's why. Because you said it's a good fight. And then I asked you and propositioned you, Terrence Crawford, who moved up. He made the decision to move up to 147. Shouldn't that be his target? Why move up if you're looking at people that from the division you just left? This is common sense, people. Why did you leave the division when no one told you to, when you didn't unify, when you never had more than one belt, if you're going to move up to a higher division just to look back at the last division and fight people? Yeah, guess what? Jared Hurd versus Canelo is a good fight, but Canelo left 154, 155 Canelo weight for a reason, because he was going to become a middleweight. So if we're going to just look at Canelo and he's just looking down fighting Tony Harrison's and Jared Hurd, and they're not moving up to 160, then that kind of defeats the purpose of moving up, doesn't it? Doesn't that defeat the purpose of moving up? Why did you move up if you still want to fight 130 pounders? It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense. If you wanted a tank fight, stay at 130. Stay at 130, and then you could have tried to unify, and then there would have been pressure to fight him. And then that would have been cool. I can understand that. But you don't go 3 fights in at 135, and now you talking about fighting Tank at 130 and moving back down. Who does that? There was guys Andre Ward could have fought. He moved up to light heavyweight. He wasn't worried about James DeGale, Badu Jack, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. Those were the names that had started. Caleb Smith. Those are the names. Well, not Caleb Smith, but Badu Jack, James DeGale, and Caleb Plants and guys like that. They had been the guys that were like Jose Uzcategui. Dre wasn't worried about them. You know why? Ego, the reporter, entertainer, salute king. Because he moved up to light heavyweight. Thank you. He moved up to the light heavyweight, bro. And he wasn't. Why move? That's like me switching jobs just to keep spending my lunch break at my old job. Then why the fuck did I leave that? Why did I even leave? Like, let's say I start working at Lowe's and I have a bunch of friends and shit, and then I go switch to Home Depot. But every day I'm in the Lowe's break room, even though I work at Home Depot now. That doesn't make sense to me. Why am I spending all my time at Lowe's and taking my lunch break at Lowe's with a Home Depot vest? That don't make sense. I'm the king of analogies. This is what I do, people. That don't make sense. So if you wanted to fraternize with the Lowe's people and you've been working at Lowe's and you wanted to do more or like promote in-house or whatever, that's cool. Stay at Lowe's. Stay your ass at Lowe's. But if you switch jobs, typically you switch jobs to level up, or there's more money involved, or it's a better situation, better pension and 401k. So then that you deal with that situation. You don't go to Home Depot, but then spend all your time back at the place you just left. So again, Lomachenko, he didn't even unify. He never had more than one belt in any division up until now. And he's in the weakest division doing this. This is the weakest division he's in. This is the least talent-rich division, because the guys at 35 that have the talent don't have the resumes. You know, like the Devin Haney's and Ryan Garcia's and Teofimo, they don't have the resumes. They look like, you know, the next stars in boxing and shit like that, but they don't have the resume. So this is the least proven talent-rich division, you know, and then now he wants to unify here. So showbiz, you keep saying foolishness, though. You said T.O. wants Lomachenko, but it's not a special fight now. But that's what I'm saying. He's in lightweight. He's at lightweight. This is the division he chose to move to. If he wanted special fights, he should have stayed at 130, because Miguel Berchelt and Tank and, you know, Machado, if he didn't lose, would have been special fights at 130. But he left that division to pursue undisputed, I guess, at 135. So what you're saying makes no sense, because Richard Comey lost twice. Luke Campbell lost twice. So those aren't special fights either. Anthony Corolla ain't no special fight. So Teofimo out of the whole bunch looks like the best money-making fight option, belt or no belt, in this division. I just told you, he's in a division that's weaker. So you're saying your whole argument is Teofimo is not a special fight right now. Neither was Corolla. That was no special fight. Nipsey Hussle funeral had more people at that. So that's the thing. Jorge Linares, that was probably the best out of the bunch. Pedraza was a special fight. Luke Campbell for a vacant belt is a special fight. Richard Comey, who lost to Robert Easter, who y'all said wasn't even good, That's a special fight. Who lost after Robert Easter to Denis Shafikov? That's the special fight. Versus exactly. Shout out to Gregory Roberts. Now you're talking my language. T.O. at least brings excitement. His dad's a talker, charisma, Fortnite dances, backflips, and it looks like he has some skills to boot. So I'm going off of the selection. Again, if he was at welterweight where he could be fighting Danny Garcia, Errol Spence in a talent-rich division, or 154 where he could fight Jermell, he could fight Jared Hurd, Edislani Lara types of people, then I wouldn't say focus on someone who's a rookie, so to speak. If he was at 160 with Andrade, Jamal Charlo, Triple G, Canelo, you know, and the names like that, then I wouldn't say focus on this 20-year-old hotshot. But that's looking like the best. That's looking like the best option right now for a big money fight in a division that's not popping, and the people who are making it popping are all in that boat. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo. They're the most popping people and the biggest names in the division outside of Lomachenko, and he's looking like the most ready for that type of plunge. Period. T.O. need time to grow. Bro, I'm not going to argue with you, bro, because you're not combating anything I'm saying. I keep saying all these points, and you just keep switching to what you're talking about, but you're not rebuttaling anything I'm saying. You said he needs time to grow. How do we know that? We haven't seen Lomachenko in there with no Teofimo. How you know what he need time to do? They said Shakur Stevenson needed time to grow, and he wasn't ready for Christopher Diaz, and he dominated and made him look horrible. So how you know that? They said Mayweather shouldn't fight Gennaro Hernandez, and he dogged him and stopped him. So how you know what he ready for? I probably know more about Teofimo than you. So you're not answering none of these questions, bro. Diaz got, his ass was toast. His ass was toast in there. And they said, Shakur, oh, this is too big of a jump. You got to start somewhere. Teofimo and his dad feel ready, then fuck it. Who am I to say that they not ready? All I know is it's a better build-up. You know, it's the best build-up. Okay, put it this way. ESPN, you look at the little pre-programming, shoulder programming, bios. They showing Lomachenko talk about Teofimo. They showing Teofimo's interview with Lomachenko. Why aren't they doing this for Lomachenko, Richard Comey? Because nobody cares about that fight like that. Why aren't they showing bios of Luke Campbell? Because nobody cares about that shit. Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell. Why is ESPN gearing their coverage, and in between their pay-per-view attraction, Crawford Khan, they have Lomachenko speaking on Teofimo? Why don't they have Lomachenko speaking on Richard Comey? Why are they using that precious real estate in that space on a pay-per-view to talk about Teofimo if he ain't ready? This shit don't make sense, you saying. Why aren't they talking about Richard Comey? Why don't you, instead of when they had Andre Ward, Max Kellerman, and all them dude, Bradley and all them on that panel, and Teofimo had a mic talking about Lomachenko at the Lomachenko fight, why didn't they put Richard Comey up there? Why didn't they put Luke Campbell there? Why didn't they fly him out from the UK, put him on the panel? Because nobody cares about those fights. Hey, bro, you lost in the sauce, bro. You talking about Tank again? Why are you talking about people in another division, bro? You clout chasing, bro. Someone said you had a YouTube channel, so that's what it sounds like you doing, bro. Just stop. I'm just gonna stop, bro. I don't even care what you talking about, cause you just saying, you're not answering nothing I'm saying, and you just keep talking about Tank and weirdo stuff. Tank is in another division. Typically, when people move up, there's a reason. Like Usyk, there's good fights for him. He's moving to heavyweight. If he wanted to fight Andrew Tabiti, shouldn't he have stayed at cruiserweight? It don't make sense. Why is he moving up to heavyweight and making it sound like it's a permanent deal if he wants to fight Andrew Tabiti? That doesn't make sense. If you want to fight Andrew Tabiti, stay at cruiserweight. But if you're moving up to heavyweight and you 2-3 fights deep, then you a heavyweight. It's common sense. What's the point of Andre Ward moving to light heavyweight? And if he's looking at fighting, Gilberto Ramirez at 168. It doesn't make sense, bro. Oh, he's an old media channel? Yeah, I mean, but you see how it is. Ain't nobody, it don't matter because the shit I'm saying makes sense, and it's constantly diverting from every question I ask is not being answered. That's the typical old media way. I ask a simple question, none of it gets answered, and we just supposed to move on to whatever you talking about. We supposed to keep talking about Lomachenko and Tank. Why are we talking about that, bro? Why are we talking about Lomachenko? See, y'all want to y'all be cooning this shit, bro. Y'all be cooning. Why y'all want someone to move up just to be looking at the division they just left behind? Why leave the division behind? Y'all be trying to coon for some dumb shit. Teofimo said this is last year at lightweight, so it's gonna have to happen now or never, right? If he moves up to 140, then I would say the same thing to him. If you wanted to fight Richard Comey, then stay long enough at lightweight to fight Richard Comey. Don't move to 140 and then be talking about moving back down for Richard Comey. This shit easy work. Bro, you capping. That's just what it is. Because you saying you can't type that fast, but you typing a lot. You're just typing paragraphs of shit that doesn't answer the question that I'm saying. So that's what that is. It's not that, look, what you just put right now was a good length. Cool 150 characters or so. You're just not answering the questions. So it's not the fact that you can't type and keep up. It's you're not answering the questions. Man, hell nah, bro. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. This is my shit. Go on your channel, bro. I don't know you. I'm not finna stop and keep asking you questions. Bro, you had your chance. We don't do clout chasing over here. You're welcome to stay if you want to stay, but if you're going to try to fuck on my stream to try to get some clout, then we not doing that, bro. Hey, block this motherfucker, bro. I don't care what you talking about, dog. We not waiting. We're not going to waste the whole time. Just get him out of here, bro. You had ample time to respond, and now you want this whole thing to be about you because you clout chasing. We not doing that, dog. See? Always some clout chasing shit, bro. Okay, ask me again. You trying to get some shine up here. You ain't never commented. Motherfucker got a YouTube. You ain't never commented on none of my videos, and now you come here trying to clout chase. That shit ain't finna work, especially when you came off rip saying what you was saying versus what I'm saying. Who gonna want to be a fan of that? When the whole world just seen you in your arguments versus my arguments. Fuck is y'all talking about? I told you, cloud chaser. I've been to channel before when these dudes was tadpoles and shit, bro. You ain't never said nothing now. Now all of a sudden you just caught one of my live streams. I do a million live streams a day. You just caught one right now, huh? And you talking about Tank and Loma. Like, go talk about that on your shit. Moving on. Oh, he said that Don DeMarco. Don DeMarco, like I said, why is the narrative about Lomachenko and Tank and they're no longer in the same division? I want to see Tank versus relevant people in his division. Cancio, or if Machado rematches him and gets the belt back, that Barrichello, that's dope. They want people like Lomachenko to have the easy way out. People like Triple G to have the easy way out. They don't mind Steve Rolls versus Golovkin, but they want to see Charlo after tough test after tough test. They want to see Errol Spence go in with Terrence Crawford. You see how this works? Errol Spence just fought Mikey Garcia, and made it look easy, but on paper it was supposed to be harder than what it was, right? Made it look easy. They want him to fight Crawford next. But Lomachenko, they want him to look backwards at the division he chose to leave, where he only had one belt, to fight Tank. That doesn't make sense to me. Yes, Tank versus Loma is a good fight in general. Cool. But Tank is probably going to, at some point, move to 135, and then that makes all the sense in the world to fight. I mean, Tank, I don't know. He's young, but I don't know how long he can make 130. So let him do whatever he's doing, and then I'm sure they probably will fight at 135. That's what I'm saying. Lomachenko chose to move up. He was in a more talent-rich division, and he left that to fight Pedraza, someone that Tank stopped, to fight Anthony Corolla, and fight Jorge Linares, who has mentally been shown to kind of give in to pressure. Listen, this YouTube shit, it's not as hard. It's not as hard as you guys think. Be your own person, be your own man or woman, and just do you. If you know everything you talking about, then just do that on your channel. It's going to show over time, period. You don't have to clout chase. You don't have to do nothing else. Just keep working. That's my lesson for everybody. Like you notice, like, I play and abide by the rules of the game. This new generation, new culture, they got it all fucked up. You know, I got an old soul. You ain't never seen me call into the Boxing Voices show disrespecting or nothing, or challenging because someone had a different degree. You never see me go to Ellie's shit and try to, you know, make my name off of Ellie's back. I never did none of this shit. All I did was simply be me and build with my audience, you know. But everybody else got videos about me, talk about me, and want to argue and try to turn my strings about them. Nah, bro, we're not doing that over here. I tried telling, like, people who be cooning or just old media channels, good luck. Good luck. Because when people constantly see you being wrong with all your assessments, it's hard to survive. It's hard to survive on this platform. I know, because I'm one of the survivors. I'm the person that pioneered this shit. Like, bro, all these dudes, I inspired, like, whether they like me or not, I inspired people to do this. Bro, there was nobody doing news clippings and headlines and keeping up with the 30-day weigh-ins and shit like that, because you had me and you had channels that were bigger than me, but they were really covering the fights. You know, they were like at weigh-ins and interviews and press conferences and shit like that, trying to do their one-on-ones and shit. I influenced this whole game. Then you seen even bigger channels start putting out videos like I put up, like with tweets and all types of shit, bro. Y'all know what it is. The fans know what it is. The only people that may not are the people who are new to this. But anybody else who's been here for a while, they know who the fucking pioneer and originator is. So, like I said, I made it this far. I ain't jump off nobody back. I didn't ask none of these YouTube motherfuckers for help. You know, I got cool people I'm cool with, and then we kept it rocking. That's it. You know, period. But one thing, content is king, and in your message, what you talking about? Your message, that's what really matters. And these dudes be saying, oh, yeah, man, Luis Ortiz ducked AJ. All right, bro. Nobody believes that, especially with new media around. How did Luis Ortiz duck AJ when before Gerald Miller even failed a drug test, it could have been Luis Ortiz? But AJ chose against him, and Eddie Hearn's on record. So your argument's already dead in the water right there. Eddie Hearn is on tape saying we presented Miller and Ortiz to MSG and DAZN, and they said we want Miller. So that right there shoots down your whole argument. That Ortiz is ducking because he could have been the person to begin with, but Joshua chose not to. So that's his fault. You chose the guy who unfortunately failed a drug test or would fail a drug test. That's the reality of it. Loma got exposed against Pedraza, if you ask me anyway. If he's so great, and then Pretty Boy just as great, he beat by Salido, the geriatric cab driver. Hey, you tripping, bro. But here's the other thing. Don't compare him to Floyd. That's horrible. Pretty Boy Floyd, we never even seen Floyd officially ruled a knockdown. We never seen Floyd's butt on the canvas. We have seen that with Lomachenko. Bro, does anybody in here, and if you do, please unsubscribe to my channel right now. Anybody believe that Jose Pedraza would give Floyd problems at 135? Any level of problems? Does anybody believe that Jorge Linares would put Floyd on his ass? Please unsubscribe to my channel if you believe any of those things. If you think Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather will get dropped in any circumstance by Jorge Linares, who just got knocked out after the Lomachenko fight in one round and been knocked out by Antonio DeMarco before the Lomachenko fight, please unsubscribe now. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all one last time. Stop. The next person who names other channels, you're getting blocked. I don't care what anybody else is doing. I got us, Ego's Army. Stop name dropping these, because now you're looking like ops. Now I'm feeling like it's these other channels. I don't care. This channel has nothing to do with anybody else unless I say it has something to do with them. Like if I have a special guest or something like that. You guys got to stop, because I don't get down with clout chasing. I never did that in my career. I don't want it done to me. So shooters, I know people are trying to bring, I don't care what anybody is doing. If someone's dissing me, let them. That's great. God bless them. I don't care. I don't care what anyone else is doing. I don't know 99. I don't know none of these dudes, majority of them, unless I tell you I know them. So if you ain't never heard me mention them, then I don't know who they are. They don't have my phone number. We've never had no dialogue. So if anything, they would be judging me off of the same thing you guys get to judge me off of. My content, my videos, what they've heard or seen about me. Please, if you have a message like that, delete it for yourself, because the shooters have been instructed. I don't care what anyone's doing. I care about new media, Boxingego, boxing, and what we're talking about. That's it. It's a simple like you don't go to the Avengers Endgame and start talking about DC Comics, and talking all through the movie about Superman and Batman. I don't care, bro. I don't care about Aquaman. I don't care about none of that. If I'm coming to watch Avengers Endgame, then that's what it is. I don't care about DC Comic right now. Yeah, block him. Exactly. Bro, I don't even know who these people are. I'm just seeing names. I can just tell it's somebody's name. They're like, oh, this channel said this. I don't care. So if you guys can't respect that, then, my shooters ain't going to respect you being in the chat. I'm sick of the cloud chasing. I don't do that. I never had to do it. So no one else needs to do that to grow, to survive. Let them talk. If they want to talk, if they have this point, I don't know what they're saying. I don't know who they are. God bless everybody. God bless America. I'm worried about what we're doing over here. Come to me to talk about boxing, these fighters, scenarios, what's going on in boxing, and my thoughts. Ego unpacked and stuff like that. And you guys could tell me your thoughts. That's the only partnership or marriage that's on this channel. Hope that's loud and clear. Shooters, you know what to do. Floyd, Zab and Maidana wiggled Floyd. I don't even know your slang. They wiggled him. That sounds weird, bro. Shout out to my dude Cornelius Littlejohn, and I know he been fucking with the channel for a minute. We the gang gang. See, I know my A1s and day ones. He said, ego, even when you had like 1,000 subscribers, you wasn't even on that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm cut different. I told you I'm different than these boys, bro. Like, I never went that route. That sure, there's videos I seen, I didn't agree with, someone said this and that, but ultimately I don't care, because that's their opinion. Their channel's gonna grow or not grow. I gotta worry about me. I gotta worry about my family. I gotta worry about my friends. So how can I worry about that? How can you be 100? Listen to this carefully, guys. How can you be 100? How can you be 110%, 110% vested in what you're doing if you're worried about the next person? Please let me know that. How can you invest your energies into your business and your brand when you're constantly worried about what the next person are doing? You can't. That's why I never went that route. Again, let whatever people say, it's called YouTube. YouTube. Not me tube, not we tube, us tube, or group tube. This ain't no group tube, motherfuckers. This ain't a package deal. This is me and Ego's Army. We're not on group tube. This ain't a group assignment, group activity where we're having like some big ass like, group project. People can have their own opinion. It's YouTube. But I'm telling you, new media, I'm telling you what we rocking and how I feel. I try to explain how I feel. Cool. Ego user official nigga, bro. Not for nothing. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got to get them likes up. And see, the other thing to me that like is kind of disrespectful, I work too fucking hard. I work too hard to have somebody stain my name or, just have somebody get to try to take an easy route. I didn't get no easy route where I could have just dissed, John Doe's boxing and then come up in the game like that. Nah, ain't nobody doing that, bro. We not worried about that. Man, I'm an old head, and that's a good quality you have to be such a young dude. I told you I'm built different. I grew up, my parents are still married, So I grew up with my dad in my household and an older brother and an older sister. So, having and my mom, having a full, complete family structure, there's certain rules to the game. I got all the sides that a man should have. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes my dad, he was in the military, so he'd be TDY, he'd be in like Thailand and different places, Australia and different places like that on assignment. So I spent a lot of time with my mom, and my sister is closer to my age than my older brother. You know what I'm saying? So he was out working and getting jobs and stuff. So I spent a lot of time. So, it helps you with understand females and tap into your feminine side. Every male has somewhat of a feminine side unless they're not a true alpha male and they're trying to be all macho and tough and shit. And then I have my dad, he's a hard worker. He got work ethic. He's a mechanic. So he knows how to fix things. He knows how to put things together. So I got all the sides, you know what I'm saying? So I am my parents' kid all wrapped in one. I came from a complete family, thankfully, thank God. Thank the man upstairs. Some people grew up, they don't have no dad, and that's, it happens. Some people have broken homes. Some people, it didn't work out with the parents. But even if you don't have a dad as a boy, you got to have some kind of male father figure to look up, or older brother, people to shoot you the right way. And that's what's wrong with a lot of these youngsters and shit. They come from broken homes and shit. They don't have no home training. They don't know how to act. They came from, their mama raised them, Love to all my sisters and my women out there and shit. Women are strong. They're stronger than men. But believe me, a boy needs a man in his life to some capacity, because certain things mama can't really teach you the same. You know what I'm saying? Like my pops told me how to tie a tie. My mom don't know how to tie no tie. So when I'm going to like job interviews, I know how to tie a tie to this day from my pops. My mom never had to tie a tie. She can cook her ass off, and she's very, crafty, and she can decorate and color coordinate, all that. So I got everything from the people that I seen the most when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? My mom can't tie no tie. That's why I had a dad. He showed me that type of stuff. You know, my mom don't know how to change a flat tire. My pops was an auto mechanic and plane mechanic. So he taught me that. He taught me how to change how to use a car tire jack, how to use an air tire pressure gauge, pump gas, how to drive. Cause my mom, she don't, she more, I tried driving with my mom one time. Worst experience ever. Worst experience because my mom is more like cut, like just she panics more than my dad type shit. I was driving, she's like, "Watch out!" Oh shit, I almost wrecked because she was, you too loud and shit. I'm already nervous and shit because when you first learn how to drive, it's like you driving a big rig and shit. Everything's scary. You don't. I'm like, I got heavy feet and shit, lead foot. I was trying to drive and she was like, people on bikes and shit. She was wigging out. Nah, bro. So my dad had to finish teaching me how to drive, man. My mom was wilding, bro. I almost hit. Like, I seen them. I wasn't about to hit them, but you scared all of us. I would fuck around and crash into everybody. You know what I'm saying? I seen the bicyclist, but you scared me, so now I'm going to drive into him because I'm scared. I'm going to floor it on accident. Jeff Gordon ain't shit. I'm a Brandy Norwood, Halle Berry these motherfuckers the way you screaming. So I had to learn to drive for my dad and shit, bro. My mom be like, "Watch out!" Oh shit. Oh, we all finna crash now. I'm a Halle Berry or Suge Knight your shit, nigga. Man, let me stop, bro. My mom had me panicked out and shit. So that's where a lot of this comes from. You have to have a good family structure or, a church or something you involved in where, you learn the right way. A lot of these motherfuckers don't learn the right way. They didn't have a dad, so they was out in the streets wilding and they didn't have no one to beat that ass or discipline them or show them the man's way. You know what I'm saying? Or to tap into their feminine side. I had it both. That's why I don't believe it. I believe, in certain things. Like, I don't think you have to be, I'm not saying a man can't cry and like super machismo, but I think a man should act a certain way, carry himself a certain way, Like, dudes be busters and shit. They got a girlfriend or a wife or pregnant, they'll make her pump the gas. You got your pregnant wife pumping gas in the rain while you sit on the phone. Like, that's whole shit, bro. Take care of your lady. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told you I'm different. I'm different than these dudes. I'm not saying be a simp, but that's the woman that's gonna bear your child. You better, you got her pumping gas in the rain. That's not how I was raised type shit. But, it's different strokes for different folks. People do different shit. Like this clout chasing shit, that's new to me. You ain't never seen me clout chase. I don't give a fuck. I don't even chase fighters around like that. Ask anybody. I ain't chasing these motherfuckers down like that. Like if I can get something like a power walk or something, I'm going to do it. But I'm not finna water in a fucking Corvette and I'm running like the T-1000 after him. I ain't doing all that, bro. Walter, wait up. Dun, dun, dun. And running after him, trying to get 2 questions off. Man, fuck all that. If he ain't got time like that, then I'll catch you on the next one. I make money regardless, so it don't matter. I'm a Bay Area hustler. Yeah. I told you I'm built different than these motherfuckers, bro. I told you. Yeah. These dudes be... I told you, I went to a fight. They followed AB and Gervonta Davis into the bathroom, bro. That no cap. They followed them into the bathroom. I ain't doing all that for no interview. AB trying to take a shit and all that. Oh, man, AB. Bow movement. Hey, Broner. McDonald's coming back. Like, he dropping the deuce, bro. Like Eminem said, "'Cause I am, and I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by you. No one won't sign your autograph." Like, they using the bathroom. They using the bathroom. You gonna fall? Hey, Broner. About bathrooms. Like, I ain't falling Broner in no fucking latrine and shit, bro. Y'all got me fucked up in this game. It's not even that serious, dog. It's not. I don't even like. I'm not saying I don't care about boxing, but I don't care like that. I'm a man before any of this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You all underneath the stall. Gervonta, what about Loma? you motherfuckers under the stall and shit, and he trying to use the restroom, bro. That's creepy. That's really creepy that you would follow a man. I don't care what type of celebrity. I don't care if it's Channing Tatum, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Michael B. Jordan, none of these motherfuckers. Michael Jordan, B. Jordan, I don't care who the fuck it is, bro. You running after men. This generation is fucked, bro. I worry about this world. I really do. This generation is fucked up. You got men that act more like bitches than the bitches do. That's crazy. Then men be acting like groupies. Hated it. Like, they just be following. Like, no, for real, bro. I've been at shit. It'd be like Canelo, right? I've been at his event. He was in Linwood. This shit was popping. Oh, we got to shout out to Roland Bell. We got a, PayPal donee. Appreciate you. Canelo was signing autographs, right? I was born ready, right? He was signing autographs. There's women and children and shit with babies and little kids trying to get pictures of Canelo. And then you had grown-ass men, Canelo, Like, you bumping in and, like, cutting off little kids who are short over Canelo. Yeah, I was in Linwood, Cali. They got some good-ass food out there, bro. I love SoCal, too. That's my second home, though. But, yeah, man, they little kids trying to get pictures with Canelo and glove sign and shit. And these grown-ass men, Canelo, I love you. Like, let the kids, like, fuck with Canelo. That will make their day more than yo big ass. You know what I'm saying? That's weird to me, bro. You fill out W-2s, and this little kid is 2. Let the little kids get some, like, Canelo pictures. And then if he has time, then you get your picture. Y'all ain't got no standards, man. Like, Canelo's a good fighter. No disrespect to him, but y'all got to draw the line in the sand sometimes. These new dudes that's sad, bro. You cutting off little, like, girls who have crushes on him and shit. Ooh! Like some Twilight. You remember when Twilight came out? And all the bitches is getting wet and shit. Oh, Jacob! He's a fucking werewolf! He's half man, half werewolf, Jacob! You some Twilight ass Jacob the Wolf liking motherfuckers, ain't you? I can't stand people, bro. You like Jacob the Wolf when he got, remember that dude? When he got in a little bit of shape and shit? Jacob the Wolf from Twilight. You motherfucker got Twilight posters on and shit, bro. Like Nipsey said. He said, like, who even raised cuz? Like, who raised y'all? Yeah, man. Crazy shit. Anyway. Canelo! Like, it is not that serious. You ain't never seen a ginger before, motherfucker? What? Fucking Adventures of Pete and Pete looking motherfuckers. You this happy? Eagle Valley the dawn, I get it cracking, y'all. Ooh, that was a powerful ass sneeze. Yeah, man. Let's get it, though. Anyway, we bring boxing back. A lot going on. Eagles Army, sign up. New media. We some lifesavers. Aram is a fuckboy. Oh, yeah. I gotta say this. This is nothing to do with boxing. I'm gonna bring a knife to the Avengers Endgame when I go to see it. I'm gonna bring a knife. And the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, better redeem himself in this movie, or I'm gonna knife the theater seats. I'm gonna just, because the Hulk was acting like a little bitch. You acting like a little bitch right now. Them Mark just killed your cousin. They just killed Loki, and you ain't gonna do shit about it. You acting like a little bitch right now. Hulk was acting like a little bitch, like a little buster. Hulk better redeem himself in the new Avengers Endgame. That hurt my heart to see the Hulk get fucked up by Thanos and start crying. He was crying in there. Like, Hulk was acting like a hoe. He got hoed by Thanos. They better let him. This shit's 3 hours. At least, 40 minutes of that need to be the Hulk getting some redemption, bro. Hulk was acting like Downey soft. That shit was weak. Thanos whooped his candy ass. Your candy ass. Bah, bah. Thanos was fucking him up. You acting like a little bitch right now, Hulk. Yeah, fake ass gamma radiation. You need some more gamma rays, cause you acting like a little hoe. You need that gamma. You need some more. You need to drink some gamma juice. You need to go to Gam's house and drink some more of that gamma. That you need to go get some more radiation, bro. She-Hulk wouldn't have even went out like that. Hulk was acting like a little hoe in that. That motherfucker acting like a little bissel in there. That's just a random thought, because I'm excited for Avengers Endgame. I was like, and it happened early. Like, it's not like, I like, damn, the Hulk acting like a hoe in the first, 5 minutes and shit, bro. His big ass was getting slung around. Hulk quit like Amir Khan. Hulk was like, oh, no. Oh, I couldn't feel my leg. Hulk put at Amir Khan, bro. He said he want up out of there. Hulk look trash in that. He need to drink some gamma juice. Some Bang Gamma energy drink. Cause he was acting stupid. You old Jolly Green Giant looking motherfucker. You just big for nothing. I hate people that just big for nothing. Like, you just wasting space, bro. Like, you just big, like a big Jolly Green Giant Shrek looking motherfucker and getting tossed around. Like, man, they hoed Hulk, because in the comic, the Hulk could jump 3 miles. Nah, I ain't gonna let that shit ride. I don't give a fuck who out there. Them marks just killed your cousin, and you ain't gonna do shit, goddammit. Like, yeah. Hulk in the comics, Marvel comics, Hulk can jump 3 miles and shit. That's why even the Lou Ferrigno one, I used to fuck with that hard body, like the TV show Hulk. But, like, they had the death of the Hulk. I'm like, how the Hulk just gonna die? He, fell out of a plane or something stupid. You need to drink your gamma juice, bro. You fell off, bro. Nigga said I fell off. Ooh, I needed that. They been trying to Hulk, bro. That motherfucker fell out of a plane and died. Like, how you just fall out of a plane, bro? You the Hulk. Thanos whooped his ass. They better rectify that. They need Al Heyman to set up a Thanos and Hulk rematch in this 3-hour movie. I want to see, Hulk, Thanos, premier boxing champs. Main event. I feel bad too, because this is, oh my gosh, Stan Lee's last cameo. Rest in peace to Stan Lee. This is his last one. He said the Hulk didn't quit. Bruce Banner stopped the fight. Hey, get the fuck out of here. He said Bruce Banner stopped the fight. That's funny. Fucking Jack Reese and shit woke the Hulk back up. 4, 5. Like, man, Jack Reese, if you don't get your ass up. This man said do some chingy. – He said Hulk won 10 rounds to 2. Man, Hulk needs some Kotex. That wasn't his best work. He needed to get some Always with wings. He was acting like a little Bissell. You think it'll break Avatar record? Shit. It need to break Titanic record. The shit 3 hours long. That's a long ass movie. What we watching? Roots miniseries? Man, I need to be in the battlefield. If I'm gonna be there for 3 hours, I need to test my luck against Thanos. That's a long time to be in the movie theater, bro. I hope they got an intermission. Motherfuckers had to take shits eating the movie theater nacho. You be an hour and 40 minutes into it. Please have an intermission. Please. Because I'm almost out of commission. These fucking nachos. He said the Hulk losing testosterone. Nah, I mean, it's cool, but it ain't. Because if you think about it, 3 hours, that's a part-time job. And we paying, and we not getting paid for it. We paying. That's a part-time job. 4 hours is a part-time job. So that's dangerously close. 3 hours? Hey, Hulk better get that justice. Rest in peace to Stan Lee, the creator, the originator, none greater. He said Thanos did the Hulk like Marco Antonio Barrera versus Prince Nassim. He did do it. He tried him. That's funny. He did him like Canelo versus Fielding and shit. Thanos made it look like it wasn't shit. Bah, bah, bitch ass, bah. He was just slinging Hulk around. Hulk was, ooh. Do you know you got your ass whooped when you act like a hoe through the whole movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Batman got fucked up by Bane, but he was cool in the other parts of the movie. It was just like that one section Batman was getting fucked up. You know, if someone makes you a bitch for the whole movie, you got fucked up, bro. Hulk didn't do nothing the whole movie. Like, the whole, you know, sorry for the spoiler alert, but you guys should have seen the first one by now, Infinity War. He bitched him up for the whole movie. That's pretty bad, bro. There's not one moment he didn't like lift a car and save nobody. He didn't do nothing, bro. Like, turn your ass back to Edward Norton or Eric Bana or whatever. You don't even deserve to be in superhero form. You ain't doing shit. You might as well just be in the regular Bruce Banner, Bill Bixby. You Bill Bixby looking ass. Yeah, you need to just be in human form, walk around and act scared like the rest of the pedestrians. You ain't doing shit. But you in the Hulk form, hella buff and Diesel, Ronnie Coleman looking ass, but you ain't doing nothing, bro. You need to just be in Trader Joe's and Bruce Banner form, shopping for organics. Get your dumb ass up out of here. Hulk finna be on that shit that Gerald Miller was on. He finna be on that HGH and EPO. He finna fail hella drug tests. I'm going to hell for these jokes. Well, I'm just saying, like, Hulk finna come back correct to this new one. He finna be on EPO, G14 classified, WD-40, HGH. Like, goddamn, Hulk failed 14 drug tests. That motherfucker finna fight Thanos with extreme prejudice. I make myself laugh. Well, nah, hey, that'd be crazy if the Hulk came back on some real. Cause hey, Gerald Miller was trying to fuck AJ up. Let's not mistake that, bro. Hey, he was loaded up, bro. He was trying to take AJ up out of them belts. I'm not laughing because it's not funny, but I'm just saying, like, the audacity behind it is like he was trying to really like he was trying to go infinite rounds on to infinity and beyond. He was really trying to I take you there. He was trying to take Joshua, take him on a ride real quick. Oh, fuck. Shout out to Nelson Santos. Man, it sucks it had to be my dude. Miller, he's always been cool to me and stuff, but like he said, he messed up with that one. I don't see how he thought all that shit was finna be out your system. See, because like I feel like the more you have in your system, the more likely it'll be to diagnose or detect. Because even if you don't get flagged for thing A, you still got thing B, C, D. It's like a cocktail. So even if you don't pop dirty for one thing, you had a lot of other stuff going on at the time. Nah, he did. He had that WD-40 and shit. CP3O, that R2D2. Yeah, hella shit. I was like, damn. Like, yeah, R2D2 in the blood flow? Fuck. Yeah, we found R2D2 in the fucking urine. In the urinary tract. Oh my god, damn. Anyway, holla at the boy. I've been on here for a minute. We working. Appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for, always supporting me. Hope everyone had a good Easter. Someone said Big Baby Bane Miller. Hey, get out of here with that Bay shit. Theatricality and deception. This man said Bane. Hey, get out of here. Get all the way out of here, bro. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll probably be back in a little bit. Thank you. This stream went smooth, unlike the first 2 times. I told you it's YouTube. I ain't even changed nothing. This is YouTube's doing. Anthony Joshua, he said, I love you to Gerald Miller's mom, and said he's not going to kick a man while he's dead. So he was respectful. He said I wanted to rearrange his jaw or something, but I still love Gerald Miller's mom. I'm not going to kick a man while he's down, but he don't deserve to fight any top heavyweights. It's on his page. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. We'll probably do a vampire stream. Holla at the boy. We working.